go into this, like, your mind kind of spirals down this uncontrollable well of panic and worry of, like, wait, what if I get this wrong? If I choose the right way, then the wrong way. Like,
I would like to hold my tail in comfort.
Can I cover? Can I offer Oscar my winter blanket?
Oh.
I am not
so they
cold.
can hide.
I can hide. I am very big though. But...
That's okay.
Like you hand in the blanket, but it turns into like a tea towel.
Just covers like the tip of my head.
You notice as well, there's blankets on Oscar as well, and they're kind of stroking their tail and panicking a little bit. Little patches of Oscar's furry body kind of phase in and out of existence. They, like, little sections of their body just disappear and then reappear.
The Matrix is
this keeps happening whenever I'm nervous. I'm so sorry.
So it's a common occurrence? It's not something that just happens when you get teleported to a different place? I shouldn't be worried about you just disappearing.
Being teleported before. I don't know if this is happening whenever I'm nervous. I'm just, like, partially in another dimension. I have no idea.
You get really nervous, so then you can take us all to a different part of the dimension. Everybody, stress this.
No, please, torture. I thought we were friends. Oh, my name is Oscar, by the way.
I'm Mysteria.
Mysteria? Oh, adorable.
Okay, while those dual hookies are doing that, Quill is gonna go up to the river and stick her hand in it.
Okay, beautiful.
Your tail.
What if your hand is going to start crying afterwards?
Nothing new. That's fine.
The river and touch it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys are crazy.
With that as well, Quill, I'll give you an inspiration. Both, and Wisteria as well. You've been playing Wisteria very well. So
can I run after them? I don't want to stay alone in there.
Yeah, so you bring like a little blanket with you, and all of you kind of huddled around the river, and you splash your hand into the river, and for a split second you share at the river, you place your hand into the river, and you bring it out, and you just, as you kind of flick your hand and the water droplets kind of land back into the river, you hear it.
What?
What is happening?
And it goes back
my hand and start screaming.
What happened? What happened to my hand? Is it still there?
It's still there. It's fine.
It better be, because I can't play anything if it's not there.
So I don't get what happened. It was just a weird sound that the water made when Quill put her... Okay.
The water free.
I'm gonna quickly dip my hand in it and then show it to Oscar and go, hey, hey, hey. Ah!
So as you dip your hand in it quickly, again you hear this. As you bring your hand out again, it's like. Oh.
So the river is making that noise?
The river's making it. It seems so, yeah.
What if the river is giggly?
Maybe don't drink from this river. It looks like
Do you think it's ticklish?
it be having some stuff in it. Can I talk to the river?
What would you like to say to the river?
Why are you laughing?
Wait, it just made me think of the meme, like, why are you running? sorry, Karen.
And so then, for a moment, there's a pause, and then you hear, "Why are you laughing?"
Oh, you're one of those, huh? A child.
Ah, you're one of those, huh?
Can I ask?
Oh my god.
Continues laughing.
It's a
We're
lie.
friends.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go
it's the
away
fish.
from this.
Is there any fish? Maybe the fish is talking.
There's no
I'm
fish.
the only understanding the fish though, so this is weird.
It's like a very low. It's like a very shallow river. It's like the starting of the spring, essentially. There's no fish there.
The river if it's
It's just
ticklish.
lovely white pebbles.
Oh, hold on! I have an idea! Hey, water! Where is the Caterpillar Falls?
Well, you're not listening to the deer?
I do commend that. That's a very good idea.
Did you not listen to what the deer lady said? Just follow the river.
Just
Yeah, but what way?
There's two sides
Well,
of the
it's
river.
to the fall,
Oh,
so go in the direction it's going. Not
How in the
backwards.
direction it's going?
Maybe the falls are before.
The river's laughing. You could change direction. You don't know that.
Is the river
Yeah,
answering,
true, I'm
or
in a
is
different
just...
dimension. I don't
It's
know how rivers
repeating
work.
essentially everything you say to the river. It kind of repeats it like an echo.
It just mimics. Okay.
That's fine, I'm good at ignoring that stuff.
I start talking to the river. I just start humming.
And as you hum, the water kind of
Like that.
quivers a little bit and kind of hums a similar tune back, but more in like a ghostly.
Oh my god.
version.
Nice. I can see it.
So the river isn't giving us any information, it's just copying us.
We should probably move. If we stay in one spot too long, who knows what else would jump out
But
at us.
didn't-
Yes. Yes.
A very pale person over there, correct? But didn't they just, the doe thing, just say not to travel at night because that's like her thing? Isn't it like nighttime right now?
No, we should travel during nighttime, because daytime is dangerous, right?
Yeah.
She's sleeping in the day, isn't she?
But that lady's awake.
Sleeps during the nighttime like any other person does.
And why are we not sleeping?
Why are they fancy? Why? What? Just say that she's a normal person. Just seems like a. Okay.
Okay, I think we should still go.
Jin, how's that little halfling gonna get across the river?
What the fuck do you say?
Oh, I'll give you
That's
another-
a great
Good,
idea.
good.
You look a little dirty. Why don't you jump in the river and take a bath?
I ain't jumping into any of this laughing water. Come on, man.
Hey, so I got a better
You
idea.
Cross it
So
somehow.
I'm just going to quickly fly over, grab her, and just chuck her down.
You better not fucking.
Oh, God,
No. You touch
Well,
me,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
stabbing you.
I will give you. So it's going to be a contested dexterity check each.
Okay.
So you're going to both just roll the 20-sided dice, and you're going to add your dexterity modifier to it.
A 21.
Oh, God.
I got 13.
Oh, no, it's not. He kind of flies over, kind of lands very gently beside you, and then just suddenly you're like underwater, your face is underwater, and you're screaming. You guys just see the river kind of go from like this light pink color to like a deeper purple around where Will's face is, and as you're underwater,
Oscar. Hey, Oscar, catch!
What?
And
So
I
you're-
throw
I'll
Quill.
try to catch it, I guess.
Okay, Oscar, can you give me a sleight of hand check, please?
Sleight of hand, sleight of
Oh,
hand.
no, give me an initiative roll, please. So
Are
you're
you
gonna
throwing
add-
me at the giant right now?
Yeah, you're being thrown at the giant.
Fuck. If
So hold
you-
on, I'm waiting for instructions. I roll a d20 and
You're gonna add your dexterity modifier to
my
this.
dexterity, which is the shittiest one I have. So it's 14 in total.
14 total, and so that's when we're gonna say that's the number that Quill is gonna have to beat to then try to not be caught by you and try to to kind of as you're being kind of tossed across the river, Quill, you're gonna try to find your footing again. So will you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
A dexterity saving throw? Okay.
Yeah.
I
10,
promise I
and
won't crunch
Then
it.
add my dexterity.
Add your dexterity and your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so got 15.
Okay, so then you kind of tossed across the river. Your face is kind of soaked, and then you see this big happy furball with open arms, ready to get you. You manage to just duck in between the legs of Oscar, roll and then come to the other side of.
Don't
of
you
Oscar.
fucking how dare you? You don't even know me.
I did it!
Wait, that was so
I have
fast.
precious
I'm so
cargo. What if that broke? I'm taking your
I
wings.
did it! I
Your wings, no.
Jeez.
Next time,
I
aim
did it.
higher. Aim higher. I am tall.
Okay, hey, halfling, do you want to do that again?
I
wanna
ain't a
try it
fucking
now.
halfling. I'm green, bitch. Can you not see?
Oh, you were
my
dirty!
God. The
I
language,
don't know what
the
you do.
language.
You ain't my mom. I said no wrong.
Talk to Oscar that way.
I'm gonna start walking up the river.
Which direction are you going?
I'm gonna go. Is the river flowing up or down?
It's kind of continuing down this direction.
Okay, I'll head north.
Okay, perfect. So you can get down and follow the river.
I'm gonna
You
angrily
guys watch
stomp.
this
Wait,
rail
wait,
kinda
K person,
disappears
your
into the
face
mist.
is still covered by the black thing. You
I'm
need
gonna
to wash.
stomp after them. I'm
Okay,
Someone to
perfect.
run
So,
after.
I'm leaving these two
Well,
I'm
idiots.
gonna keep flying above the river.
okay, perfect. Have you flying above the river? And
Well,
Oscar,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
then-
running after them. Yeah.
Okay, so
Two like boom, 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 boom.
Oh my god!
I'll just reposition you all. So okay, here. Up a quill. And Oscar. Yeah. And then Wisteria, you're flying along the river. And then you travel for about 2 or 3 hours following the river, and you watch as the river kind of turns more into the gurgles get louder, and eventually it becomes more river-like. The actual sound of the water tumbling starts to slowly replace the giggles as you continue further along the river. And following the moonlight and the stars, you come eventually to a bridge.
Oh.
And along this bridge, you come to this kind of cliffside. This large cliff is about 200 foot tall, and it cuts right through your path and kind of curves around the sides as well. And the river kind of turns around this thing, and there's a purple wooden bridge on the other side that gives off this faint glow in the moonlight. The river starts to extend. Hold up 2 seconds. I'll put Wisteria over here. I'll put you guys all. Bear with me. You guys.
I perhaps do a quick perception check to see if the bridge is magic. Would that be possible?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. So let me know what you get.
For perception, is that perception wisdom?
It's a wisdom's thing. Yeah, you use your wisdom.
Would mine be +6?
Something you see
Oh,
in the
still
skills.
+4.
Yeah, so your wisdom is +1. Have you got 13 wisdom?
18?
You have 18 wisdom.
Yes.
Holy crap. Oh, sorry. Wait. Yeah. Sorry. No, I got mixed up. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So +4, and then if you're trained in perception, then it's another 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
While we've been walking,
I'm
I've been
trying
making
to
sure
think
that
of
my Leah is dry.
Mm-hmm. So there's a few little droplets on there, and you manage to just kind of wipe them off, no problem, and you're just kind of there polishing.
I got an 8.
An 8 altogether.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so we'll say it's your perception check. Just if it's magical, it would be more of an arcana check, I think. So if you give me a roll for then arcana.
5. What a 4.
Okay. You're kind of looking at it, it's like, it doesn't...
Did I just say an actual 1?
Okay. So you're like looking at this thing and it's like, you've seen purple wood before, you've seen purple bridges before, like there's nothing, it doesn't matter, like wood can be any color, like you can be white, blue, brown, it doesn't mean it's magical.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So walking along here, the path, eventually you come into this kind of well-trodden path. And on top of this bridge, you just see this big pile of kind of pine needles and branches and everything else just like heaped up onto this bridge. And a small little stream of smoke is rising from it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a bunch of daggers fly out from just under the bridge towards you guys.
I'd like to use my shield.
You can use your shield, absolutely.
Same.
I'm gonna hide
same.
behind
Okay.
the pale one.
Okay.
Behind a tree.
Oh god.
As you see these figures.
Can I fly? Can I fly behind a tree? Can I fly behind a tree?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. They're going to put a surprise round on you guys. because they were hiding, and no one's passive perception would have seen them. Wisteria did make a check, but you got too low, so you didn't actually see them hiding. So
to me.
so I'm going to get, again, everyone to roll initiative.
Hey, let's go.
Okay.
13.
That was
9.
That was
15.
Right, okay, sorry.
Sorry, no, it's okay.
Underneath my desk looking at my book. I'll go through you all again, so we'll just start with Rail again. So,
What was it? Add?
your dexterity modifier.
Oh, so we
okay.
had something. Hold on.
It's your initiative. Your initiative is your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so I got 12.
Beautiful. Okay,
14.
and then 14. Okay, and then Wisteria.
Wisteria, did you get stabbed?
1 free.
13.
Oh, you got 3. Oh, 13?
No, 1 free. 13.
Oh, sorry.
13.
You
I
keep
thought you-
cutting out.
sorry, I didn't hear you. And then Oscar.
I rolled a 15, but I didn't get if I have to add something.
It's just
Sorry,
a
you have
dexterity,
your-
that's it.
Dexterity modifier.
My dex, it's +1, so it's 16.
16. Okay, beautiful. And then I'll just roll for these guys. I'm just trying to find your stats. I had it written down somewhere. But I cannot find them, so I'm just going to Google them.
Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Ow!
Can I just say my desk is on fire? Like, it's so hot today.
Oh, it's roasting.
yeah,
Yeah, I've just got a beam of sunlight on my back.
I have a fan directly pointed at me and the computers.
Oh,
Lucky.
lucky.
The way
just
my
gonna-
window is spaced, I don't actually get much
Same.
sunlight in my room.
Oh,
And any sunlight that I do get, I have my blockout curtains blocking it.
I
So
haven't opened my
it only
curtains
shines
in like
on my
3
plants
months.
and that's it.
I'm just gonna BRB for like 1 sec. I really need to pee.
Yeah, if anyone wants to take a bathroom break, we can come back.
Nah, I'm just gonna go really quick.
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't pee.
I'm good. I'm opening up the snacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabe. real quick
Yes.
question. Cantrips can be used like whenever. There's no like an amount for the day, is there?
Yeah, no, you're good. And then each of you, with your other spells, you all can use them. You can use 2 spells in a day that
Two
are
spells in a day.
higher level.
Okay.
But cantrips, yeah, they're kind of infinite.
Cool.
Alright.
They're kind of second nature to you guys. Okay. So, as you guys are traveling along, Wisteria, you're kind of like flying there, kind of looking at the bridge, and then all of a sudden you see this kind of glimmer of silver. You see the silver flash, and then all of a sudden this dagger flies towards you in the air, and it gets to hit you. So this is against your AC. So this attack is coming towards you, and if it beats your armor class or your AC, it hits. So currently it got really good. I rolled an 18 and then +5, so it got a 23 to hit you.
Oh god.
Oh my
I think-
lord.
so it hits you. And with that, because it's a surprise attack, it's this kind of sneaky attack. It does. Actually, wait, let me just see the distance. Okay, so it's just gonna roll a. It got altogether. So you take 7 piercing damage as this dagger shoots you right into the collarbone. Yeah, and this silver gleam just shoots you right in the chest. And this like trickle of blood then just starts to spurt out from your armor, and it bleeds into your shirt.
Oh no.
And I start screaming, that does not look good, that does not look good, that does not look good.
And then 2 more daggers fly towards Rail. One getting a 21, and then the other one getting a 14.
That's 1 hit.
Okay, so one hits you, and it deals, oh my god, 9 piercing damage to you.
I am on 1 HP.
Okay. So this thing hits you like, it slices right along your neck.
Wait, but if I manage, because I said if I put my shield up, does that add
Yes.
anything to my armor class?
It adds 2 to your armor class.
Oh, okay, so it still hits because it's 21. Would be, so it still hits. So yeah, I'm on 1 HP.
So this thing, yeah, one of them you manage to bring your shield up, but the other one then cuts right along your neck, and just a ton of blood just starts pouring down your armor, splatters up in your face, and these daggers then kind of just land on the ground either side of you. Okay, so then we're gonna go to Oscar. What do you do?
Okay,
You see these
so
these
I
two
need
hunched
to-
figures.
Fuck. I panic. I go invisible.
Okay,
And
your bonus
This
action
is-
that is.
this is
Turn
a
to me.
lot. That's my bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as my action. Well, I gotta save the pale thing. I mean, so I will
pale
need to
thing.
cast Cure Wounds on my friend, which hasn't introduced themselves yet, but I don't
Okay,
know.
so mysterious.
Yeah, so like
Already dying.
Rail probably has no idea that I'm there. I'm just like casting some magic on them.
Okay. So, your hand lights up gold. You bring it towards the big open gash on Rail's neck, and when you roll an 8-sided dice,
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
and then you're going to add your spell casting modifier to it, which is
Spellcasting modifiers.
So that's gonna be 2 plus your wisdom modifier.
plus 6. Okay.
So altogether,
4, 6, 10.
oh wow!
my
So
God.
that gash on your neck just completely stitches off, leaving a very faint, lighter scar just along your neck where it once was. But other than that, and the blood smears all over you, and there is no more pain, and the gash is completely gone, and you can breathe again.
I'm just confused because
Can I stay invisible or
You can, yeah, absolutely.
yeah?
Okay. Yeah, so they just watch as this wound miraculously heals on Rail's
Yeah,
neck.
shoot your panties.
And they're just like freaking out. They're like, they're kind of whispering to each other.
did he just regenerate?
Yeah, oh fuck. Of our pay grade. So this one,
Ends my turn, I believe.
yeah, that's moving.
Yep.
And you can move a bit more if you wanted. If you wanted to use any more.
Oh.
You can move closer or further away. It's totally up to yourself.
Honestly, this is a little bit scary for now, so I don't feel like I'm going to move. I'm just still new to this, so I'm just going to stay wherever I am.
Perfect. Okay.
I
So
most
just to
likely
say,
wait until the bad guys are moving, so
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
perfect. So just to say, that's one of your spell slots then used. So you've got one more that you can use. Okay, so then this guy is gonna move. How much speed? 33. 1, 2, 3,
Oh no.
4. It's gonna run up here. Actually, gonna stay here, and it's gonna just hurl a dagger, like run out, kind of look at you, kind of tilts his head, and you see this character is covered in kind of blisters all over its skin. It's got very, very pale skin as well, like leathery skin. Its figure is all deformed and twisted and hunched over. You feel like if it stood up properly and kind of stretched out, it could be about 8 foot tall. But this thing is like really hunched over, really small. Its spine is almost like horizontal to the ground. And it just hurls a dagger straight towards Rail again, like really confused. And
I
it
gotta
gets...
aim for the white one. This is racism.
It's a 7.
does not
As this
hit.
thing crashes against your shield. And the dagger actually just bends like half, and it lands as like a V-shaped dagger on the ground in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. So then, Quill, what do you do?
I would see that the dagger has fallen to the ground, but I'm hiding behind the pale one. Still don't know their name. I'm going to grab it and hurl it back at it.
Mhm.
Chuck it back.
Nice. Okay, beautiful. So it says the bonus action, just pick it up off the ground and you throw it right back at it,
Mhm.
and give me an attack roll for that. So you're gonna be rolling a 20-sided dice plus your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Okay. 15.
Okay. That hits. As this thing just cuts straight through it, and then roll damage. So roll a 4-sided dice. So the pyramid one again.
I hate that pyramid one.
Already.
3.
Nice.
And then add your dexterity to that.
5. That's
So-
8.
Nice.
Is it 5? Is it not 6? I mean, it's not 3?
No, it's 3 plus the
Have you
2.
got-
Oh yeah, 3 plus the 2. Then it's just the without the proficiency.
Yeah, sorry. For dexterity, have you got 15 or 16 dexterity?
16.
Oh, so it should be a +3.
Oh yeah, okay, so it's without the thing. So 6.
6 altogether. Cool. Perfect.
Thank
So, bear with me. I'm just gonna write that down. So this thing kind of like stabs right into its cloak, gets right under its cloak, and this kind of pool of red just kind of starts to swarm. They kind of spill out into its robes, and it kind of clutches the dagger, kind of hits it, and then winces as it tries to pull the dagger up, but can't quite grab it, and just goes for another little dagger and gets ready to attack again.
These dagger throwing zombies.
West area, what would you like to do?
How small is Rio?
How small?
I'm
Stable.
about a what?
Stable, like how?
Stable.
No, I'm full of
Perfectly
it.
fine. You
Okay.
watch as the scar along Rail's neck just completely stitches up again. They're perfectly
Okay,
fine.
that's good. So I can attack them, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I don't like that tone of voice. Oh lord.
Let me see where it is. Okay, so I want to come close, so I'm going to use my firebolt.
Oh shoot! So that's got a really long range as well.
Yes, 120 feet.
You don't need to go
So
closer,
you can
then.
hit from where, you can hit any of them as well where they are. You can move closer if you want, though.
Marisa, you're cutting out.
I think I'm going to keep that far away.
Okay, yeah, perfect, absolutely. Okay, so then roll me an attack roll then. So you're adding 6 to whatever you rolled.
Okay, so that's my d20.
To see if you can hit first. And then,
Oh.
what
Oh,
did you get?
oh no. A 2.
Tried to be so badass.
So as this dagger kind of lands straight into the kind of chest of this creature, as Quill hurls it towards it, it kind of hunches over, and the fireball that you throw then just like soars right over its head, knocking back its hood, which then quickly like brings back over its face, kind of very almost terrified, like that its hood's gone down. It brings it right back over, and you see as the moonlight hits its scalp, blisters start to form.
Oh,
They don't like the moon.
yeah, like
Oh, this is Lilith's bitches. Okay.
Oh,
God.
Can I
The
use like,
beaches? Should they be undressing? What's happening?
We're having this conversation while being
I
attacked.
do have the water, we just need the sand now. So
Yep.
this could be a beach if you wanted to.
True.
For,
Could be a little bit
for a
of sand.
bonus action, can I use a weapon?
So essentially so the way it works with bonus actions is if you make what's called an offhand attack. So if you have 2 weapons in either hand, and one of those in your other hand is a light weapon, in your say you're right-handed, you're using a sword in one hand, and you've got a dagger in the other one. When you make an attack as an action with that weapon, you roll for that, and then as a bonus action, using kind of the same momentum, you can use the other weapon in your other hand. But with a spell, it kind of requires both your hands, and you cast it off. And so you it would technically just be technically you can't because it takes so much time to cast a spell, say the words and everything. So no. Not to sound like they really do, but
I'm fly towards the tree and hide. The tree right next to Quill. I'm just gonna hide behind it.
Perfect. So what you can do sometimes though is if you cast like a level 1 spell or higher as an action or a bonus action, you can then say you cast a level 1 spell as an action. If you had a cantrip that's a bonus action, you can also cast that, or vice versa. If you cast a bonus action spell, you can cast an action cantrip.
Yeah, I only got one bonus action spell, but I don't think I should use it right now.
Yeah, no, that's okay. They're kind of nitty-gritty rules, but they kind of balance things out. Otherwise, it can get insane with the things.
Chaotic.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So you kind of fire this fireball over to the guy. His hood comes out. He really quickly brings it over his head before his whole scalp starts blistering, and then you kind of gracefully fly over just behind the tree over here. Okay. And then Rail. What would you like to do? This thing's now panicking, looking up, and you bring its hood down, and it kind of stares up at you, watching your neck regenerate.
So I want to make complete eye contact with this bitch and just nod my head like, okay.
It's gonna go down.
All right. I'm going to put my shield away and do longsword two-handed and just run. All down.
Sort of stumbling back, and you bring your longsword down onto the thing.
Okay, so the attack is... Oh, God. All right, that is 23.
Oh, yeah, that hits. This thing just has no moment. It stumbles backwards. And you just
I love having a
right.
tank in our
There's no
group.
chance.
You're
Nice.
It's terrifying.
So much power.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
that
then-
is...
Yeah, then you're adding 5 to whatever you roll.
I think it's 3, is it? Versatile?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it is 3. No, my
It's
fault.
plus 5 for my attack bonus.
Yeah.
I do... Oh. That is... Oh, Jesus Christ. That is 12 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
I just wanna,
Yeah, first
like...
one down.
I just wanna,
First
as I'm running towards it, and I hold the sword pointing towards him at my side, and just go straight through the stomach,
Oh,
the other
God.
side, and just bring it back
Cut
out.
them in half.
And this thing does a whole anime cough where it just coughs up blood.
That's what you
But
get
then
for touching me, bitch.
As you do stab it, though, you watch then as its skin begins to crack and little bits of white light begin to pour out of the cracks in its skin, and it just explodes into this
God.
big shining ball of bright light. And I want you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh god, okay.
As it just bursts into ash and sunlight.
That's 19.
19, you're fine. So you kind of blink 3 times, you got starry-eyed, but you're not blind.
Nice.
Okay, but this thing just explodes.
I just want to turn around and be like, explode.
I'm gonna answer back. Okay, so we can make fireworks. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh God, dude, that like
Fireworks.
Oh my god.
I don't know who's scarier, Rail or Mysterio.
Fireworks. Fireworks.
Fireworks.
They're just kind of looking at each other, these two guys, but it's just
We
like,
all just turn to them being like, fireworks. It gleams in our eyes.
jeez. Oh my God. So then these two kind of like panic for a second. They're actually going to make wisdom saving throws, a pair of them, to see if they're going to stay or run.
Their friend just poofed.
So one of them just kind of like very shakingly kind of kicks the other one and just shouts, "For Lilith!" and runs. The green guy kicks the orange guy forward, saying, "For Lilith." The guy stumbles forward towards you and tries to, he's going to attempt to attack you with a dagger. He's going to try to stab up at you. He got a 21 to hit. Okay.
I hit.
Hits,
I
okay,
put my shield away.
They do 5 damage altogether as they cut right under your armor and then twist the dagger. Just under where the 2 sections of where the armor meets. And this thing's kind of smiles like,
Oh god.
heal from that.
A complete disdain again, just No.
There's another one
Are
then.
you okay?
What?
Can I just scream, "Hey, are you okay?"
So this one very slowly jaunts along here and looks up at you on the tree and kind of pulls the dagger in its hand and kind of smiles like, "What about it?" And kind of throws the dagger up at you. And it gets a 12 to hit. Don't believe that. For West area.
Oh, okay. Does a 12 hit? I don't know. Does a 12 hit? The 12 does
What's your
not
armor
hit.
class?
Oh, shit.
So this thing, you know, it just nimbly dodges. It kind of flies right past your ear and heads off somewhere.
Na 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 na. That's for a little one.
Kind of looks out of the floor. This is gonna be cooler.
He changed his voice completely. He's
Dark
like,
mistress.
So then, Oscar. what do you do?
Yes. Hello, I am still invisible, and I would
You
like
are?
to come a little bit closer to the green guy,
Okay, you can bring you right up to the.
like next to that tree.
Yeah.
That was very close. And I wanna, basically, I would like to cast Poison Spray, which is one of my cantrips.
Yeah, sure.
But I just need to aim at him, so like rail is fine.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, cool. What do I roll?
So I'll tell you now. So you just okay. So it's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. So basically, this big poof of green and purple smoke come out of either one of your hands and just like this surrounds this creature in this waft of. Do you want to go here actually? Is it or?
Yes, please.
Okay. So this big cloud of purple gas just surrounds this entire creature and it's just coughing and spluttering and it's going to try and make a Constitution save.
the fact that
So you're. Oh yeah.
the fact that Oscar's invisible, it has no idea that he's there, does it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Haha.
If it was an attack, if it was like a physical attack, Oscar would have had advantage on it because it can get the better hand of it. But because it's just a big poof
Okay.
of purple gas, it's basically got to see if it can resist the poison as it breathes it in. Doesn't have any disadvantage on this one, but it just rolls a straight roll, and I don't know why this thing is saying they have 121 Constitution. I don't think that's right. I think it's meant to be just 10. That's very strange. So
Very scary.
yeah, so for this, your spell save, so your spell DC, it's gonna be
Mine.
8. Yeah, it's gonna be 8 plus 2 plus your wisdom.
My spell DC is 14, I think.
14, okay, so I got a
Yeah.
13. So it just fails. It starts spluttering and coughing. Purple ooze starts to trickle down its nose, and its eyes grow kind of crusty and yellow as it starts choking on this poison. Will you roll me a 12-sided dice, please?
Well,
So
need to read out which one it is. Okay, I think
it's
I
kind of the one that looks like a D20.
Yeah, okay, yeah, got it. And that's an 8. Do I add anything?
No, it's just a straight roll. For
Right.
that one.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. So this thing just starts coughing, spluttering, just bile and purple goop starts leaking out of its nose, its eyes. It can't like see properly. Perfect. But it sees you now that you are no longer visible. Okay. And then Quill, what would you like to do?
I would like to bonus action to hide behind the tree that Wisteria is up in.
Yeah, perfect. I'll be there.
And
So,
I'm gonna-
will you roll me a stealth check, please?
What do I need to? Oh,
Inga.
Jesus, those are papers.
D20 and stealth.
A
It's the
D20
second from the bottom.
Yeah.
19 plus 5. 10.
Okay. So you just kind of like, with all this action going on, you just kind of slowly disappear behind the tree, and they have no idea where you are, where you've gone. They haven't really paid you much attention from the beginning. So yeah.
I'm gonna peek out from behind the tree and again use Vicious Mockery on the green one.
Beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
So it's gonna take a wisdom saving throw again. Okay. And it got a 15, so I think it passes.
Yeah, I have 15.
What do you say to this thing?
It's like, you cheap tricks, motherfucker, throwing daggers, loser.
Loser.
So this thing looks around for a second and kind of just shakes his head and just like doesn't pay much attention.
Fuck, even more of a loser.
Perfect. This thing doesn't know what the heck said that, but it's a little awkward, and it pulls out its last dagger and takes aim at Wisteria. But before that, it's Wisteria's turn.
To attack the orange one, so I'm going to quickly fly over near to the river.
Okay. So it's actually, I'm going to turn you up a little bit on Discord because you're a
Yeah,
little
you're
low.
hella
for me.
quiet.
Sorry.
No, that's much better. No, I had you. You were quite low on my Discord, so that's perfect now. So
Okay,
you are
I'm
flying where?
towards the river because I'm gonna attack the orange one next to the
Okay,
river.
perfect. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do
And
you
I
want to
quickly
go?
bye Quill. Oh, bye tiny friend. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Firebolt again.
Oh, yeah, perfect. So again, give me an attack roll.
Oh, bitch. That is so I add 6 to it, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 23.
That definitely hits this thing.
Fireworks, fireworks.
Do I roll a 10?
Yeah, 10-sided dice. And you don't add any to this one. With cantrips, you don't usually add anything to them. So just a straight 10-sided dice.
So that's a 3.
Nice. Okay. Everything counts.
And then I'm going to look at the white fellow and go, hey, take this! And then I'm going to use healing word on them.
Aww, that's lovely. So, you roll, I think, a 4-sided dice for this. Plus, you're adding 6. So, let me just double check. Healing word. Yeah, so you roll
a 4
a
dice.
4-sided dice.
What does the 4-sided dice look like?
I did
It's
hear
like
an
a-
injury.
Yeah, I'm at half
When?
hit points. I got hit. Got hit again.
Oh
So
yeah,
that
you did.
There's a dagger in my side.
Wait
We
for
all
it,
forgot.
wait for it, I just rolled for it. So, whitehead fellow. Hey! Take 10 health!
Oh my god!
I just go back up to 10, right?
Back up to 10.
Yeah, okay. But he just sort of like looks around and then sees Wisteria in the sky and just sort of gives like a little
Thumbs
nod,
up.
acknowledging.
It's so cool.
Like, hey! Hey! You got it!
Okay, beautiful. So this fireball hits straight towards the thing, scorches it along the face, and this thing is completely dazed as you shout these words. And as it pulls the dagger out, the wound again heals, and this thing is like, what?
oh shit, and then flash my middle finger.
It's like, looks at you, looks at Rail, looks at the wound, looks at everyone else, looks back up at you, and it's your turn, Rail.
Okay, I'm gonna long sword again, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That is 19.
It's
That is a
Damn.
D10. That is 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. Perfect. So, and you added the 3 and everything to that. Cool.
So yeah, it's in that one.
Yeah. So this gonna get around, and then you just slash it right across the face, like right on the burn mark that just got across his face. You slash down across that eye, and its skin just splits again, and you see the kind of cracks beginning to form and light beginning to shoot out.
I'd like to sort of step back as a bonus action, just like maybe 5 or 10 feet,
Okay.
just in
So,
case he like self-combusts.
yeah, sure. So as you do step back, it gets an opportunity attack. So if you leave combat, if you're engaged with combat with
Okay.
someone and you step back, they get to make an attack on you. It's called an opportunity attack.
Okay,
So-
I don't have any more. Like I can't put up my shield. I've used my bonus, right?
No, you haven't. You haven't.
I'll put up my shield.
Yeah, you can step back with the shield up, and it's going to try to make an attack. It got a natural 20.
Actual 20. Oh no. That still hits because I'm 21, right? If it's a nat 20.
Yeah, a natural 20 will always hit regardless.
Oh no.
Duped.
So it does. Oh god, it does. 8 damage to you as he's like, "Just die!" and just kind of tears the shield out of your way, like moves it out of the way, and then just stabs you right in the neck where that same scar was.
God.
They really don't
You
like
step back,
you.
coughing
Oh
blood,
my
and
God.
dagger.
I'm alive. I'm on 2 hit points. Not
Oh my
one.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm bleeding. Like
Oh my god.
Can you like run away somewhere away? I don't
Can't.
know.
Yeah, I've used my bonus
Oh,
action.
shit.
You can move back. You have so it's a movement action move away. So you could actually you move
Oh,
back
right.
further if you would like.
I'll move away a bit more.
Okay, so you can move back all your speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect.
That
Um,
one tree, though. That one tree saves your ass.
Favorite tree.
Favorite tree.
So there's an ability that rogues get later on where they can use a bonus action to like escape combat without provoking any opportunity attacks, which is called.
Disengage.
Yeah, so but usually people, if you move away, you would still get an attack on you. You can take a full action sometimes though, to move away. So that's another thing you can do. You can instead of making an attack, you can use an action to back up, so you don't provoke any attacks. But yeah, there's all nitty gritty rule stuff. Okay, so we'll go then to this guy gonna continue pursuing you.
Oh,
Why you gotta bring
Running
it to me,
after.
man?
It's gonna take I'm gonna roll the dice and see if it's gonna he's gonna take a check. No, okay, so what he's gonna do, he looks at you, kind of spits on the ground, he's like, yeah, that's right. And then throws his dagger then up towards
shit.
Wisteria instead. And he gets it 2.
Tries to be all
And then
cool.
the eyes are way off.
you hear like a boop in the background.
Maybe it ends up in the water and the water is
Yeah.
laughing.
What do they have, fuckers?
It's kind of looking at you, trying to look intimidating, and kind of without looking, just throws the dagger off up towards Wisteria. Trying to look really cool, and this thing just flies off.
See, there's a
Into the
focus
distance.
you didn't
Wait,
like.
can I just scream, na 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 na, you shit?
This darkling here, that's seeing you now appear, is coughing up this poison, kind of stumbles towards you and tries to stab Oscar. And with its eyes poofy and swollen, and it coughing up, it very lamely kind of just like throws the dagger around at you. It gets like a 6 to hit you, so it doesn't. It
It
just
fails.
yeah, it just knocks off your shield, and it resumes coughing and spluttering.
Okay.
All right, and we're back to the
I
top
just
of the round.
imagine like just Oscar just staring down at this thing like, okay.
Really?
I mean, we tried.
I assume I'm like way taller than this creature, right?
Yeah, you're about twice its height. If it like stretched out and wasn't so kind of hunched over, it would probably be about the same size, if not taller. But currently, yeah, it's like half your size.
Okay.
So this thing is just like for my queen.
Wow, you guys are really bitches, aren't you? Simps. I see.
How does Oscar react then?
Right, so I'll try to pin him to the floor and
God.
try to remove his cape.
Okay.
Ooh.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a grapple check then. So basically, it's your athletics
My
against
athletics.
its acrobatics or athletics. So you're gonna roll a 20-sided dice and add your athletics modifier to the.
Okay.
Gonna try to contest it.
Natural 20.
You got a 4, so bad. So you just pin it down like straight onto the ground, rip off the hood. You like rip the hood straight off its body, of its like cloak itself, and just tear it off. And this thing's eyes start to burn as it looks up on the moon, and blisters start to cover this thing's face, and cracks then begin to form.
Oscar, get away! He's gonna explode.
I still have my movement. I'll run away to that one tree.
Yeah,
That
because
is
it's
to enjoy
prone
the
as
floor.
well. You knocked it down onto the ground.
Okay.
This thing can't make an opportunity attack against you. So, so you kind of throw it down to the ground, ripping off the hood, and this thing starts to like fizzle, like starts to heat up. Cracks start to form, and it just explodes into light. And everyone is
Fireworks.
another set of fireworks goes off it, and ash and light fill the air. And this thing,
Great light show!
10 out of 10.
Thank you. I turned back and just put my thumb up. Like, it's nothing.
this final thing then as well, like looks and sees its friend explode, kind of covers its face from the bright light, and then kind of searches around its jacket for another dagger, and it realizes it's thrown them all away. And again, it starts backing up, and it's like, okay, good one, good.
Oh, the joke, bro. It's just a joke.
Ooh, this is a great chance to sing all by myself. Don't wanna be.
Oh, no.
So what,
Technically, I cannot sing, so.
what would Will like to do?
Can I... Does, the pale one still have the dagger that was thrown at it?
She
Well, I have-
if it
I have a
It
dagger
would've-
in my neck.
no, it would pull the dagger like back out of her neck, and then try to throw it at Wisteria. So they do not have the dagger.
Oh, okay, that plan fucked.
There are a couple more daggers, like here and here. Two
Where?
Just in this square and this one. Just in this one. I don't know if you can see my cursor.
No, we
Oh,
can't.
no, your cursor's not there.
No.
Okay, wait. Got it. Oh, one is here
Okay.
and one is
Okay.
What are those?
dagger. Not poos.
I'm going to
Or poo at him.
dash to the
Okay.
closest dagger, the one that's directly in front of me. Like, directly to the
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna grab this one. Okay.
And I'm going to yeet it back at him. Be like, you were missing a dagger, I see. Say,
Okay,
have it
perfect.
back.
So it's a
Oh
20
shit,
foot
you haven't
range.
hit me?
So if you move a little closer, so it's like 4 squares is like the distance before you take a disadvantage with the attack. So with daggers, they have like 2 sets of range. They have like 20 foot, and then they got like 60 foot. So anything over 20 foot is kind of further than the dagger. It kind of loses
Okay.
accuracy. So basically, if you move, if I can move you here, and there's no disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah, can I grab the dagger and then move closer?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can give me an attack roll. So 20-sided dice.
One!
No! So this thing, you yeet this dagger towards this thing, and you kind of stumble as you're kind of running forward. You throw the dagger, and it kind of lands on the ground and just slides along the grass, like right in front of its feet, and it kind of reaches down to pick up the dagger. It's like,
I was giving it to you. Thanks, you're welcome.
so kind.
And go, great job! Another shit throw.
Hey, man. I was the one that yeeted the boomerang back at him. Okay, I'm doing my best.
That's brilliant. Excellent. Actually, you know what? Because you have an inspiration, if you would like, you can re-roll the dice. You spend the inspiration,
Can I
and you
re-roll
can re-roll
that?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah. So that's how it works. Your inspiration content.
6 plus.
Oh.
Better, somewhat better.
Do I need to add anything to that?
Yes. So you're adding your dexterity modifier plus 2.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so it still misses. It still misses. So this thing, it kind of just flies just past it, kind of cuts its cloak, and kind of lands into the bridge behind it. Where you see a pile of the sticks are now kind of starting to catch fire. Little flames are starting to burn the pine needles and branches on the bridge.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So then, where are we? West area. What would you like to do?
Going to use Toll of the Dead again.
Oh God.
Nice.
Oh my god.
You guys
Hello,
watch
Dad.
as kind of clouds start to form, and they kind of start to, you hear this ringing, this dull rage, boom, boom, as West Area's eyes just turn pitch black. And it's going to make a some saving throw. We've got a 2! So you can roll the 12-sided dice.
Okay, I'm just doing a 12-sided dice. And I had a 6.
No, it's just a straight roll. It's fine.
Okay, that was bad. I got a 3.
How would you like to do this?
Fireworks. Fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me how you want to.
So, I'm gonna. Okay, I've thought about this for a really long time, and I've just decided that I just want to be a little psychotic. So I'm gonna walk up to him, if that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab my dagger, stab it in his neck, and say, "For Queen Lilith," and then fly away.
Okay. Perfect.
God.
So you stab him right in the neck. You float away, and then this ringing kind of like starts to make the dagger start vibrating. And then its head the vibrating continues, its eyes kind of roll back in its head, and the whole head just pops, just explodes.
She's the
Fire.
life on
As
fire.
the body explodes into life.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
And the final one goes.
And could I quickly just use my bonus action? So I'm gonna use Healing Word.
No, don't waste it.
You sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's a spell, my dude.
I've got lay on hands, so hopefully I can do that on myself.
You can.
I just touch
Okay.
myself.
So that's fine. Yeah.
Waste this spell. I'll do that.
Okay.
It's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Okay,
alright.
I'm gonna close my eyes as Rael touches himself.
I like that. So he's just gonna put his. Am I allowed to cast it whenever, or does it have to be in battle?
No, so you're out of battle. You can cast it whenever you like. So it is
Okay.
out of battle. You can do it on yourself. Absolutely.
Okay, so he'd like to just like cup his hand over the neck wound and just close his eyes and concentrate, and then it will give me 5 points. I'm gonna use all of my cool
Points.
and use 5 points.
So you guys watch as Rael closes their eyes, and Rael's hand then becomes kind of surrounded in this like very pale blue light. And Rael, as you close your eyes, you hear the sound of the river where you used to pray at, and you went to first, and you hear this gurgling sound of the river. And you guys very faintly kind of see the light around Rael's hand quivers slightly, as if it's made of water. And when Rael brings a hand away, there's just kind of like a dark scar left. The thing is, it still kind of tweaks a little bit. There's still a tweak of pain, but more or less sealed over.
While Rio is, well, the pale one, still don't know the name, is doing that. I'm going to go up to the bridge, see if the bridge is still on fire.
Okay. So give me. Ooh, sorry, Ro.
Bye.
I'm going crazy. I like doing night jogging. Adrenaline.
So will you roll me a perception check, please? You're rolling a 20-sided dice and then adding your perception modifier to that.
Could I please add guidance to that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can say you come over alongside Quill, and you can also roll a 4-sided dice then, as Westeria leans over your shoulder and gives you a bit of guidance.
I got 13.
Okay, so on the roll, is it?
I got 12 on the roll, and then my perception modifier.
And then what you can do as well, you can roll a 4-sided dice and then add that also to the number.
Where's the triangle? Where's the triangle? There it is.
And you're the only one that is rolling it so far.
I know, right? I got 4.
4? Okay, sweet. All together. So you see then, beneath all the foliage, you see a figure completely unconscious that looks like a half-elf. Not a half-elf, an Eldrin with silver hair. They have bruises all over their face, and they're wearing a silk white shirt with a purple silk blazer over that, with similar swirls and patterns to what the bridge has. They're completely unconscious.
They're under the fire?
They're under the fire, but you notice as well with your perception score that the flames seem to are being produced from the body itself. Little kind of embers are kind of like sparking off different parts of this thing's body and starting little fires in the fire in the pile of branches and needles.
Okay, I'm going to go up to them, I can't really tell, and try and see if I can move any of the sticks out of the way, kind of reveal him.
Yeah, no problem. So the fires haven't picked up too much, and you managed to like chuck most of them off to the riverside, where they cool off, and you reveal the entire body of this Eldrin man, just completely unconscious. You see bruises all over their face. They've got kind of a stab wound just on their side that's kind of bleeding into the white silk shirt, and just a bit of drool is coming out of their mouth. And you notice this kind of slight silver shimmer to their skin, and they have a lollipop in their mouth.
Still unconscious with a lollipop, okay. I'm going to shout to the others and say, yo, I found a dude. He has a lollipop.
I guess we'll go and have a look.
Yeah.
Can I just scream back, okay?
You're right next to me, why do you need to scream?
I wanted to be part of it.
Okay, I'm going to just take a quick bathroom break, and if anyone else needs to go to the bathroom.
I'm just gonna get a cup of.
Perfect. So I'll come back to my there in 2 minutes.
5 minutes.
Be right back.
Be well.
Ugh.
The glass jar, which contains about 5 or 6 of these really dried, pale green-looking berries. And that's about it.
Berries. Sorry.
Found my baby.
Is he dressed in a shirt? Is he wearing trousers? Please tell me he's wearing trousers.
Oh, he's wearing trousers.
Good, okay.
He's wearing like,
Oh my god.
Garrett jogging. He's wearing some dark,
Oh my god.
dark black, just black silk trousers.
Okay.
Okay,
He's
just die
half
from a
naked.
carrot.
What's that?
And just die from a carrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly. He did not. You do not know why he is dead, but it's probably due to the stab wound in his side
Yeah.
and the beating on his face.
Oh no, I should use that. Oh no.
Are we just all staring at this creature and I don't know what the fuck to do?
Yeah.
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to? What are you trying to look for?
I guess whether or not the bridge is magic, because I want to see if anything else can spawn from it.
But
Okay, yeah, so-
Quill is already on the bridge, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm already
Yeah.
like right next to
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
So-
if there was something on the bridge, then Quill would be dead.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't know if the bridge itself can like
Teleport.
spawn something.
Oh,
okay, so now that you're closer to the bridge, would you give me, it wouldn't be so much a perception, but more of an arcana check.
Okay. Come on. I need to get new dice.
Oh no.
5.
5. Okay.
I just look at it and go, oh, purple wood. Yeah, nice.
That's essentially what happens. You're kind of taking a closer glance at this thing, and it's like it's glowing. It's got to be magical in some way.
Just
When you
don't know
actually give me an investigation check as well.
Okay. Oh, come on. Hey, 12!
12?
12.
Yeah.
God, as you're looking at the wood, and you kind of bring your hand down like onto the kind of the kind of planks themselves, you swear there's like a slight pulse of energy every now and again from the wood.
wait, hold on. Wait. Nobody moves. Nobody breathes.
I think I don't know if that guy is breathing. Does that count?
I can cast detect magic as a verbal thing, so it's not
You
mine.
can, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like
There
to
you
do
go.
that. I'll do
Okay,
that.
so
Detect
you-
magic.
Okay, so
To write them down. Sorry.
as you kind of look at this bridge, you
Wait,
kind
do
of
I have to roll? Oh no. I don't
no, absolutely not. You kind of see occasionally different types of auras of magic, and you can tell what kind of school they're from, what kind of type of magic they are, and you get the sense that this bridge is living, and
Oh, my
it's
lord.
filled with a special enchantment, some sort of blessing from something far greater than any kind of mortal could cast. This wood is, and this bridge itself seems to be infused with the powers of some sort of deity. And give me an Arcana check as well. While you're
Hell yeah! What do I roll?
20.
20-sided dice
D20?
plus
Yeah.
your Arcana.
Okay, modifier. Gotcha. Yep. So that's a shitty roll. And that's going to be a 9.
9.
You also, because you're so in tune with magic, often different types of magics have almost like a flavor or a scent to them. And the scent that you're kind of getting from this one, it's like really familiar. It's like you've never kind of picked up on anything like this before until recently, and you're scratching your head trying to think of where you have it. Like really recently, you've sensed a magical presence very similar to this. It's a very unique one. We can't.
Recent like today? No, okay. Right, so, well, of course I have to say that to the other people, like, guys, this bridge is living, and it's hella magical, and it's great, and I'll be a little bit careful with it, but seems cool.
Wait, is
The river.
detect magic and magic missile? They're a spell, right? So it takes up a spell slot.
No, I have it as a verbal ability. I can
But
cast
I
it.
think, if I'm correct,
I got a 2, didn't I?
yeah, you do have a 2, and you can also, if you spend 10 minutes, you can cast it as a ritual instead. Lay out kind of runes and everything else on the ground.
Both of us,
And-
or?
No, just Wisteria.
Okay.
So basically, you can cast something. If you can cast something as a ritual, you just spend more time with the spell preparing it,
Okay.
and don't use a spell slot when you cast it.
Okay. So could I please use detect magic as a ritual?
Yeah, okay. You can say that since you're not picking up anything, and whenever as everyone's talking, you start to then just carve little runes in the ground below you, and start meditating on this piece. And while you're doing that, is anyone else doing anything else?
While
I'd like.
Oh,
No, you go first, Kat. You go
oh,
first.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna try and wake this guy up. Maybe slap him in the face.
Okay, give me a medicine check. So again, roll 20-sided dice and look for the medicine skill, and then add.
Can I aid?
1.
No, I should have done that. I have proficiency in medicine. Fine.
You wanted to aid her, did you?
Sorry?
Yeah, I wanted to aid because I have proficiency.
Right, so you can roll with an advantage then.
So roll
Quill.
again?
Can I use guidance? Oh wait, no, I'm doing the.
No.
I'm doing the ritual. Never mind. Sorry, my
Do I
bad.
roll again?
Yeah, roll again.
5 plus 1.
Good.
6.
Okay, so you're there, kind of like, you're kind of there. You just slap
I'm
the
just
face, and
slapping
then
him.
like, kind of guys, no, that's not what to do. And you see Rail kind of like, shows you kind of how to resuscitate, like do what's it called, the compressions on the chest. And then you just do that and just start pounding the chest and nothing. And you just see more blood just cough up from the character's mouth.
Maybe.
Guys!
Does anyone
You're going
have-
to hurt her. I have proficiency in medicine. Can I try? And
We
just
don't all
move
need
everybody
to-
out of the way. I'm going to try and heal this person.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I'm
the
also
parent, you're
just
kind of there,
saying-
like pounding on this thing. Rail, you're kind of trying to show Quill how to do it properly, and then Oscar just kind of steps over the two of you guys and kind of comes around. And will you give me a medicine check then as well?
Yeah, so I roll a 20 plus the medicine modifier?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Please don't be as bad as us.
23.
Okay. Good. Okay, so you with that you manage to kind of take out a few BAMs from your pack. You kind of manage to put a few ointments on. You kind of wrap some cloth just around his waist to kind of stop any more bleeding. And their coughing and spluttering stops, and their breathing becomes a bit more regular.
Okay,
They're
then I
still
look at
not-
Quill and I tell her, like, don't slap people that's bleeding. Thank you.
I'll leave
And then I
that.
say quietly, I'm sorry.
I'll leave that to your expertises. Then we should take him off the magical bridge. We don't know what the bridge is gonna do or why he is dying on a bridge, so we should take
Yeah,
him off
let's
of
take
it.
him off the bridge.
Yeah.
Oscar, will you also roll me a nature check, please?
Nature check. So, still D20?
Always
Plus
be
the
20.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'll say if it's anything else.
15.
15. You notice the berries that are on his pouch.
I found my berry!
They're good berries.
Good berries. Yes, those are like healing berries, right?
Yeah, if you eat one of them, they provide you with enough nourishment to last you a whole day, and they can heal 1 HP if you eat one. And he's got about 6 in there.
We at least give him one. Try and just put it in his mouth. Just close his jaw.
And try and make him chew it.
Yeah.
Bon appetit!
Going
Yeah.
back to you in West
How much
area as
health?
well. Hmm?
How much health does he have?
You don't know. Presumably 0 because he's unconscious.
Okay, don't give him the berries.
Okay, all of them or just one?
Don't give them any. I scream,
Okay.
don't give him the berries.
Okay.
And just say, trust me.
And you're gonna, and then as you're saying that, you kind of focus then back in on the spell, and you realize the kind of same things that Oscar, thank you. My brain just was gone there. That Oscar picked up. And will you also give me an Arcana roll, please? You know that the enchantment on this bridge is kind of a celestial enchantment. There's a lot of nature magic infused into this thing.
I got
And
21.
so immediately this kind of familiarity with the magic reminds you of the Mother Doe and the same presence that she had.
So it was today.
Yeah. So this is filled with celestial magic, and it's infused with also not just the Mother Doe, but possibly the entire forest itself that you're in. And you're not giving the berries?
We're not gonna give the berries then? Where's Dara?
Can I approach the fellow?
You're surrounding this guy.
If you do use spells, you won't be able to get them back after a long rest.
Yeah,
That's
and we
what
don't
I
know
like.
what we're going to see on our way.
Do not worry,
You're
it's not
using-
a spell. I'm
Okay.
gonna use Spare of the Dying, which is a spell.
Ah.
Perfect. So you lay your hands on him. And again, his breathing then turns into, instead of this heavy breathing, it just becomes very calm. And with Spare the Dying, it doesn't give them any health, so he'll stay unconscious, but again, he is stabilized, so he doesn't die. So again, his breathing calms down a bit more, and the bandage that Oscar wrapped around his side kind of stops filling with blood, and the bleeding stops entirely, and they're just kind of left very relaxed. And the sparks that were kind of sparkling off their skin also cease.
Okay, one of us needs to pick up this dude and take him off the bridge. We need to keep moving.
I think we should at least feed him at least one berry, because then he'll come to consciousness and we can ask him what he's doing.
We can do that, but I wouldn't be able to use Spare of the Dying if he had hit points.
That's fine.
That's fine. We need him awake. That's all.
Yeah.
It's great he's stable.
Maybe let's wake him up off the bridge, though.
Yeah, let's do this after. Let's take him off and then we'll feed him the berries. We don't know what he wanted to use them for. So
Do we all carry him, or just one of us?
I can't carry him at all. He's like
I don't
triple
mind
my
carrying him.
size.
So,
I can carry him.
as you pick him up as well, he's incredibly light in comparison to his body. It's almost like as if he's got like hollowed bones, and you just kind of lift him up very easily and throw him over your shoulder.
Good. And I lift.
Perfect.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah.
I'll keep going. Yeah.
Okay. So you're just continuing along the river. You're walking with him and everything.
Yeah. What time is it right now? Like in game, kind of.
In game, it's around about 3 hours. It's about 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Okay. Okay, that's not
I
bad.
think we can keep going for like a couple more, like an hour or two. and then
So
we should set up
you
camp.
don't want to wake him up right now?
I think we should wake him up right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he knows something about the bridge.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Maybe
his
he
enchantment
is
or
the
something.
bridge.
Shall we wake him up so we can ask him?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, I'll pop one berry in his mouth and make sure he tries to like chew
Make
it.
sure he's still not
So
upside
you just
down.
walk up or like move his mouth like up and out.
Stuff my hand down his throat, like eat it.
You gotta show his mouth, your hand down your mouth. You just go. No. It's gotta burn the bridge. Gotta burn the
Can I
bridge.
quickly whisper to Quill? Let's never become unconscious near that guy.
Yes. Maybe not.
And he kind of blinks for a few times. You see his eyes are just these discs of silver as he just stares like upside down, looking up at you. And he's like, "Hello."
Oh.
Hi.
What are you doing? What? Wait. And he's kind of looking around. His arms are kind of dangling, like, and his legs are dangling the other way. And he kind of rolls rolls over onto his back. He's like,
What
Hello,
happened to you,
hello.
the dear friend?
We found you on the bridge. Were you the bridge? Were you the bridge?
"Is it burning? Is the bridge burning?"
No.
Not
Right.
anymore.
And he kind of like rolls off you and kind of lands onto the ground, and he kind of tries to bring his body up, and he's like really shaky. He's like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" Oh, wait, Jesus doesn't. Why is like he kind of stumbles to his feet, and he looks kind of almost drunk, kind of stumbling, and then just kind of claps his hands together, and sparks kind of rise from his hands, and he starts rubbing his hands together. It's like, right, time to get started, get stuck in, and he immediately like flames start to like shoot out from his hands and start burning the bridge, and he kind of smiles at all you guys, and looks very nonchalant and like, "My name's Zavion. Nice to meet you all." And just destroying this bridge. Stop any more of those feckers getting back across.
Help?
I'm sorry.
Do you need help burning it? Question for Jim.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Jim.
We burn this to death. More of the Vikings servants are going to be on their way. Can't let them cross.
What's burning the bridge gonna do? How big is this river?
Well, you can't go beyond this point unless you cross the river. So I figured we burn this ancient relic that's very, very precious. And he's kind of like pondering as he's burning this thing, kind of looking at the flames. No, I think it's best we burn it. Stop any of the other ones getting across. It's hard to explain, really.
Yeah,
And he stops burning the bridge for a second and kind of like scratching his face.
it's not my bridge. I don't care. Burn it. Go for it.
You know what?
I don't need a bridge.
Before we go. Here, and he kind of like brings his foot up onto the part of the bridge that he's been burning, and it grabs a chunk of this wood and just rips it off and kind of tosses it over to you, Rail, and then kind of like breaks off another piece and tosses it to Wisteria, and then again passes another one to Quill and Oscar, and then kind of pockets a little bit for himself. It's like, this is a good keepsake. Fasten that into something nice. It'll give you a nice wallop to whatever weapon you want to carve out of it.
Oh,
The
sweet.
spirit of the woods and all that.
So we got a piece of
But
wood.
the rest of it is we need to get rid of the and you go back to incinerating the thing.
Help burning it?
So he
Yeah,
has
you
us
burn-
a piece of the wood. We just have wood
Yeah,
now.
so you guys each have a chunk of this wood. And just so you know, Oscar, because I'm going to say, Oscar, that your effects are still in effect with the magical bridge, and Westeria, you both understand that this wood itself contains the spirit of the Mother Dove. And
Okay.
it can be carved later if you have time, or if you find time to carve this into something. You know, it could be a wooden sword, it could be arrowheads, it could be the wooden dagger. You can carve it into a magical item, and that will give you like a plus. It will be a +1 magical item. So essentially, all your attack rolls made with that item, and all the damage you do does 1 extra damage, or gives you 1 more to your attack.
Okay.
Can I? Would it be feasible to make a little charm for the Astruth heart? Would that affect it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay,
Makes
I can
sense.
keep it.
Yeah, you could do something like that. Yeah, I think so. You could add +1 to your spells as well, or any damage to your spells.
Okay, sweet. I'll keep the piece of wood.
Wait,
And you know, there's something else that you do notice.
can I just quickly get his name? I forgot it.
Oh, his name is Savion. Yeah, So- Xavion.
X-A-V-I-O-N. I-O-N or I-O-S?
Ion.
I-O-N.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly cast Firebolt on the bridge.
Yeah, perfect. So again, you kind of add to these flames. Just they kind of burn. They kind of make scorch marks, and then more of these flames start to spread along the bridge, and eventually the whole thing starts collapsing inwards, and chunks of it start to flow downward in the direction you're going.
God, I hope this doesn't hurt the mother doe, actually.
Eventually, there's nothing left of the bridge except these kind of 2 little nubs here and here. He's like, right, that'll do it. And he kind of brings his hand up to his head, and he's like, I'm seeing stars again. Oh, that was a bit too much. He kind of blows his hands, kind of pats himself down. He's like, well, where are you all off to? I hope you're not going back that way, because that's out of the question now.
No, we don't know how we got here. So we saw a doe and it turned into a person, and then she said that we need to go to the falls, Caterpillar Falls. That's it. So
Perfect.
that's kind of there.
I'm heading there myself. I've got a bit of a, I don't know what to say, like a bit of a date, you could say.
That is wonderful.
Don't get the wrong impression though. I didn't set the thing up. I just need to make a few words with someone over there. They keep I've been getting a lot of requests and letters, and I thought I might as well show up. You've met the Our Lady of the Forest.
The doe?
Hi.
Yeah.
She was wonderful.
Ah, she's a nice lass, you know. I've met her. He kind of looks over to you, Quill, and kind of squats down beside you, and kind of like puts his finger under your chin and kind of lifts it up a bit.
Yeah.
Ah, curious. You're a thiefling. Beautiful, beautiful,
There's more?
beautiful mixture.
There's more of me?
A thiefling.
Yeah, there's more of me? I thought I was the only one.
I know, I've seen one or two in my day. I've been around though about 800 years. You do see one or two pop up. There is that that unexplainable connection that goblins and tieflings have, especially the more intelligent goblins. Not so much with the rascals who cause fires and steal animals and kill children.
Yeah, I met a
Those
couple of
ones
those.
so much.
I didn't know there was more of me. Okay. Thanks.
I see you're a bit of a bard yourself. It's
Yeah.
a nice little instrument you can play.
Thanks.
Where are you from? Where are you getting back to?
Ah. God, I don't
Well,
know.
apparently this is a different universe that we're not supposed to be in. So, just trying to look for a way back home.
Kind of stands up and straightens out and kind of pats himself down. He's like, "Ah, dog! It's not my dog! Don't do it,
Well, hello. Can I give him a hug?
Oh, it's so nice to give such warm hugs.
I kind of pat him on the head, like, oh.
As you're hugging him, he kind of gives you a sniff, and he's like,
Oh, I'm pretty sure I washed this morning.
He's like, sorry, don't mind me, but I believe you're in the right universe yourself. Just get you home, back through the portal. Not to bother.
Yes, please.
If you know where it is, can we tag along? Can you show us how to get there?
Absolutely. I hope you just don't mind a bit of a trek. It's about 4 hours from here. I mean, if you follow the path, it's another 6 hours, but I know a little shortcut through the forest. If you like.
You seem like you know where you're going, so I wouldn't mind following you.
I absolutely do. And he kind of stumbles a little bit again. He's like, oh, jeez.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit before we start on the trek then? You seem to...
No, I'm fine. And he just kind of takes out another berry from his jar and pops it in his mouth. He's like, good as rain. Right.
Oh my
I'm
god, I
fine.
love him.
Let's go this way. And he kind of stumbles into the river for a second. He's like, no, other way.
I'm
I just like
sorry, Xavier. Is it okay for me to ask, how did the three armed people, how did they get to you before we found you? Because we were just
What?
fighting them
Armed?
and...
Excuse me, you met people with 3 arms?
No, not three arms. No, they
Oh, you
were
mean like
armed.
arms as in...
They were attacking us. And
The
we
little
found
peckers
you
with the peckers.
lying
Aye.
unconscious on the bridge. So how did you get there?
There's about I'd say 2 dozen of them before I got here, and they're trying to escort me to the Caterpillar Falls, and I was like, "Fuck you!" And I burnt all the cinders. A few of them got away though, and managed to sneak up on me, bump me on the head, stab me a few times.
A few.
You managed to take out the rest that were remaining. Thank you for that. Here, have a berry. He pops a berry in your hand. Would
To
anyone-
To me?
Yeah, you got a berry, man. You found your berry.
Thank you. I would like to keep
Oh,
it
have a
like, in
berry.
a pocket or something.
What's that, sorry?
I mean, none of us wants to eat the berry now because we're all like fine, so we can keep it
You
full.
can have, like, Ultra or something that you can.
Yeah.
If you get a bit peckish, he'll perk your heat up. It's a good one for long journeys. If you haven't eaten much, you can have one now if you like. If you get hungry later, have another one. If you get stabbed or something like that, you can have it again. He kind of hands out you each a berry.
He likes his berry.
that is all the berries he has. Then he gives out the remaining 4.
It's nice.
Oh, we have
Also,
a
we get
berry
one-
each?
Yeah, you have a good berry each. So they heal by 1 each. But if you give it to someone who's unconscious, they'll wake back up.
Okay.
Cute.
Nice.
Thank you.
No problem at all, lass. Or whoever said that, like, didn't really pay attention. Not to assume anything. I mean, well, we better get going. And he kind of claps his hands together and marches off.
Make our way there.
Yeah, perfect. So, you guys start to
Oh,
make work. A few hours. Bring him in here.
He's big.
Oh no, You must. So after about 4 hours, like he said, the sun starts to rise slowly.
Oh no.
Just a little bits of the sun start to rise. It's dusk at this stage. Like it's not broken the horizon yet. But the color of the sky starts to go light orange, like a dusty orange. And you find yourself at the top of a cliff now that overlooks a giant lake with an island in the center. The cliff itself is about 200 foot tall, and at the base of it is a small little rowing boat. The waterfall is it's like about let's say just 60 feet wide. This river's gotten wider and wider as you guys have been traveling, and now it drops over this 200-foot cliff down into a lake below. And about 100 foot from the cliffs is an island. And if anyone wants to make a perception check to see if they can find out any more details, they can.
I would like to do that because.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, is it D20, right?
D20. If anyone wants to assist you, they can, and you can roll with advantage.
Nah, my perception sucks. I ain't gonna help.
Well, it was 11. It's 11 in total.
Are you sure?
that's good.
You can have roll a 4-sided dice then.
Cool.
While we've
Guys,
been
I cannot hear anyone. Okay,
Ah.
everybody was talking. Okay.
while we've been walking, I've been carving the piece of wood into like a little triangle kind of shape. I don't know, kind of diamondy.
Ah, perfect. And you can, we'll say that you can, as you've been, oh, sorry. Would you like
No,
to-
go on.
So,
Sorry.
as you've been carving, you've been kind of hearing these whispers come from the piece of wood as you carve it into this triangular shape. And as you kind of finally attach it to the top of your instrument, you kind of hear these very faint whispers, and you recognize the voices the mother does. And she just says, "Well done.
Oh, thanks.
Go on, keep going."
The wood said thanks. It said well done to me. I feel.
To quickly run over next to the waterfall and touch the water to see if it screams.
See if it screams.
Can you roll me a strength check, please?
Oh no. This is gonna be good. 3. I'm
3?
gonna fall in that elevator.
No, you're fine. But as you kind of put your hand in, and your arm is immediately just like hurled to the side, just from the sheer force of this river now as it tumbles over this side. And as you do, you just hear as your hand just goes flying up to the side. As it's just yeeted, you're kind of knocked over to the side. You don't fall into the river quite, but you manage to bring yourself back to your feet. You're
She's
fine.
got wings. Even if she falls in, she can fly out. It's fine.
Yeah. Unless she gets caught under the waterfall, then she might.
Then bye bye.
Bobby.
As you guys are all doing this, all of a sudden there's this massive explosion from behind the waterfall itself, and hundreds of thousands of butterflies.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's Mothra.
Right from behind it, creating this huge cloud of butterflies that just swirl like a small hurricane, twisting and turning. And eventually, this hurricane of butterflies just spins faster and faster and faster, and each butterfly kind of connects to the other one, kind of merging with the next one. And eventually, you get this ring of golden butterflies that are all kind of compressed into each other, and just keeps whizzing this golden ring of butterflies about 100 foot down from the waterfall itself.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
And then
Okay.
it just spins silently.
Please don't tell me we have to jump into
Yeah,
the
but that doesn't
butterflies.
look good. I think we have to jump into that. Please no.
Aye, you've got it right. And he immediately just
Oh,
leaps
no.
up and holds his nose and kind of
Oh, no.
shoots through the ring. And then
Okay.
you just disappear into the surface of the lake below.
Sure.
Okay, heck, cannonball. My wings back. Bye,
I will go
Athletics.
last because I'm going to make a splash.
Great, a tsunami at this, right?
I'm
Okay, so who went first there? Will you give me an athletics or acrobatics check?
Who needs to do that?
Who was going first
Oh,
there?
that is
Seems like Wisteria went
20.
first.
Oh, Wistaria's going first? Or is it,
Yeah.
sorry, Wisteria. Okay, so you leap off, you kind of dive straight through it, and you hear this, like, really high kind of pitch ring of a bell as you shoot through it and you break through the water below. And you just cut through the water like a knife, very smoothly. And you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
So these are separate to your other hit points. They're kind of like a separate thing, and they will go first before your other hit points go down. And they are added onto your other hit points. So you've got, say, 10 hit points, then you get another 10 separately. And when they're gone, they're gone.
When they're gone.
Who's next? Jumping after the madman.
I said I want to go last, so
Okay, I'll put the piece of wood onto the harp and I'll put it away and pray the Lord it does not get wet as I just jump in after like
Me, can they?
I don't like this.
So will you roll me an acrobatics
Just go face plant into the water.
check?
3.
Pretty okay, beautiful. You just you kind of like fling yourself outwards, and you're kind of like legs and arms kicking as you just like fly through the air, kind of tumbling through the air. And as soon as you pass through the ring, though, you straighten up, feet going down first, and then again you just cut through the water like a knife and gain 10 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
I would just sort of like look at Oscar, like, are you going? Should I go? Sort of thing.
feel free to go first. And
He'll start sort of like tightening some of his buckles, make sure the shield and the sword is like tight on his back, and just sort of peer over the edge for a second, like, oh god, and just take a few steps back and just run and go for it.
you've
Awesome. And will you give me an athletics check
Athletics, okay.
as you bound up the cliff?
That is a 22.
22. You just like hurl yourself like about 20 feet
One
through
dive.
the air and land straight through the ring. Again, you just zoom straight down, cut through the water, and find yourself in this crystal clear water below. And you gain 10 temporary hit points as the butterflies leave off this high pitched ringing bell. And Oscar, you're left at the top of the
Yes,
waterfall, roaring waterfall behind you.
I am kind of jumping on the spot, getting ready. I'm holding my staff very tight to me, and I'm holding my tail in the other hand. And I'm like, I've got this. I've got this. And then I'm going to roll for it, which will be a 9.
9. Okay, so you kind of like, and then you kind of jump, but you don't kind of jump far enough, and you kind of have to kick off the side of the cliff again. And you tumble forward, like roll into the ring, and again, once you pass through it, you're straightening up, and your body just falls down.
Big splash.
Right in there. And no splash. As you guys come back to the surface, you just see Oscar shoot down through the water. And a few little drops come out the top.
He was making upset. Oh, that's a very
When
good
I emerge
dive.
from the water, I just want to flip my ears a little bit because they go.
Oh.
So cute.
The water's just fine down here.
So as you all fall under the water, can everybody make me a perception check, please?
Yes.
Oh, natural 20.
I got a 15.
22.
32? Oh my god.
I
High
got 20,
rolls.
and then do I need to add my perception or just?
Yeah, well, you just automatically succeed anyway. But yeah, you can. If you get it.
Get a +1 anyway, so 21.
Yeah, perfect. So, you shoot straight through this water. Hold up, let me just exactly. Bear with me. So as you kind of fly through the water, you find yourself. This water is super deep. It's like you fall down about 50 foot, but you kind of start rising quickly. You also all notice as while you're under this water, there's not the same kind of compression that you would usually feel on your chest while underwater. It's kind of easier to hold your breath under this water. It feels really light and easy to move through, and there's this lovely cool sensation through it. But you find yourself at the bottom, Quill, just over a large leather satchel. And inside, you kind of peek inside and you see about 10 small aquamarines. And also this well-sealed scroll case. There's two of them. There's two well-sealed scroll cases. And you can manage to nab for yourself. And looking at it, you reckon that the aquamarines are worth about 50 gold pieces each.
Oh.
Sealed.
So it's 50 gold pieces altogether.
Scroll, and then how many aquamarines?
There's 10 aquamarines.
Are those like gems? Hold on.
Yeah. They're
It's the type
They're
of gem
either
that I
gem.
have.
what's that?
It's the type of gem that I have on my neck, my necklace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
How much do they cost each?
5 golds each. So altogether they're worth about 50.
Snazzy. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna take all the stuff from down there, including the satchel as well.
Perfect. And you guys see this as well as with the high perception that you got, and also you notice looking down the river, it's quite clear, and anyone who got over 20 there can see these two large toads kind of just lurking at the bottom of the
Not at all.
water. And they see you
I see
guys.
frogs. I see frogs. And they're big, and they're looking at us.
They
Oh my
kind
God.
of they look like they had their eyes closed, but as soon as you guys all land in the water, their eyes open, and they kind of try to like snuggle down into the kind of rocks and try to blend in, and they look like they're trying to hide, but you guys are totally aware that they're there. They think they're hidden, but you guys can see them there.
I'm gonna wave at it. Just be like, yo.
And this toad just kind of turns its head. What's that?
I want to fly near them.
You're
Okay,
underwater,
yeah.
you can't fly.
They're about
Underwater.
50 foot underwater at the moment, yeah.
Oh, I see them on the map. Oh, they're so cute.
Are they is that the ones from Naruto?
They're definitely, they're inspired by the ones from
They look adorable. I want them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then, Quill, you also notice the island itself is covered in these thick vines that wrap around the whole thing. And you notice that the island that comes out the top is almost like a pillar that sinks right down. It's about 50 foot tall, and it continues down as this column of vines right down to the bottom. And along the side of it is what looks like you can see these bubbles coming out just about 20 foot down from the top of it. Is what looks like a cave, and these little bubbles are coming out that side of the cave. And then you guys all resurface, and Xavion is here, just kind of like hands on his hips, just kind of like looking around, kicking the dirt a little bit. And you guys all managed to, I don't know if you want to stay underwater. And he's like, I guess we better get crossing. Are you all right down there, enjoying the water?
I'm going to swim onto land and scream, "Dibs on the frog! I want the red one!"
Okay, perfect.
And then kind of like shake the water out of my wings.
Okay, perfect. They just flutter on Xavier there, and he kind of flinches away a little bit and kind of starts just chuckling to himself, like, really? Okay.
I want to run after Wisteria and said, wait, I want to talk to them!
Okay. So the pair of you guys start running towards these giant toads. And Rail and Quill, where were like up you guys?
I'll just. You go first, Kat.
I'll just. Is it like a beach? Is there sand? Let me get on there.
It's like more like mud.
I'll just come up onto land, try and dry off as much as possible, clean all my instruments.
Yeah.
You find here as well the water kind of runs off them like off a duck's back. There's magical properties to this
Oh,
water.
thank the Lord, that harp is gonna hate me even more if it stays like so.
It does kind of hum a little bit in there.
I know, I'm sorry I had to do it. Crazy man jumped, I had to jump after.
For Rail, he'll just kind of like just walk out of the water, but the armor's probably quite heavy, so it's like
I was just gonna say, yeah, you got heavy armor, don't you? You would.
I know,
Can
it's
you
like-
do athletic check?
It's like mid armor. It's not completely heavy though. It's
Is it?
like
Yeah.
mid.
I'm
It's
just
medium
gonna-
armor, but I'll still do it. What is it? Athletics.
So athletics, yeah. Basically, to see if you can swim.
No.
through.
Okay.
You just see Quill try and be all dramatic and...
Please don't drown.
Sorry.
Please don't
No,
drown.
no, it's fine. I got 17.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, you're fine. No problem.
We just see them flailing in the water.
You managed to bring yourself up. It's really heavy and hard to move in this armor under the water, but you do manage to clamber up, and water then just kind of flows out from every kind of orifice under the armor.
His hair's like really long, so it's just gonna be like over his face. He's just gonna be like wiping his face like
The grudge.
Oh, cute. Oh.
Beautiful. It's like just completely covering your face, this huge white sheet. And then separate.
I just scream from a distance, it's a ghost!
just sort of like put his hands over his face and like wipe his face and just stare at Wisteria with like disdain again, like, you're fucking kidding me. Stop fucking around.
I'm gonna try and help move the hair out of the way.
Oh.
So yourself and then Xavier kind of like goes off and tries helping as well. You guys trying to bring all the hair back out of Rail's face and kind of bring it back, like hurl it back over the back of his head. And Xavier kind of gives you like a hair tie as well if we need one. He brings
Let's
it out
braid
of
his
the
hair.
wrist.
But he'll just like bring his hair back and put it in like a low ponytail just to keep it out of the way. Maybe like ring the ends a bit, like Meg from Hercules.
Ain't a damsel, ain't in distress.
Yeah.
And then Wisteria and Oscar are swimming down
Yes.
to the toads.
Can we try and call them like, hello? We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
here.
Sure, give me
Can you
a
hear us?
Pretty cute!
give me a
Wanna be my
performance check
Oh god.
for like projecting your voice.
Okay. What do I add? Hold on.
So
Okay, so it's a 10.
Wait,
It's a 10.
when you kind of like start spraying into the water, you can just about make them out because you know where they are now at the bottom. If you didn't see where they were before, they would have blended in quite nicely with the stones, like the multicolored stones at the bottom of
We
the
can
slate.
see you.
But these frogs, kind of, one of them, like one of the eyes opens up and kind of rolls back, like rolls up and looks up at you. Kind of closes the water. It closes its eye, and then it kind of kicks off the ground and starts swimming very slowly towards you, and its head eventually pops up out of the water, and it starts moving towards you and comes right to the edge of the island. And kind of just to the top of its head is looking at you.
Greetings.
Can you give me animal handling check, please.
Yes, sure.
Give me persuade.
14.
Oh, okay. 14. No, that's fine. We'll stick with that. I'm sure they're pretty much the same anyway. So, you're there, big smiley face, and this toad's looking at you. And then the toad begins to open its mouth, and you see rows of these needle-like teeth.
Oh god.
As this toad then just comes down and chomps on you.
On me!
And you get does a 12 hit you?
No, yes.
It does?
No, hold on. My armor class is 14. I'm sorry.
Oh, perfect. So no, this thing, you managed to just dodge out of the way. It's just kind of, like, thick lips just kind of slap close just in front of you, and like just the kind of lips brush off your face as you step back just in time. And this, like, it just snorts and just water shoots out of its nostrils. And it flies.
Picture that is beautiful.
And can everybody please roll initiative?
Oh, we're fighting.
Leave the frogs alone. Now we gotta fight the frogs.
That's right.
Sorry.
Oh, I
They
want
are
the
here
frog as
to-
my pet.
But
Oh, fuck.
you can continue to try to like calm them down and kind of speak to them, but currently you didn't quite roll high enough.
Yeah. Okay.
And nobody attack the red one. I will kill. I my pet. I got an 18.
Hold up. I get my pen and stuff. So 18 for
Do I
Wisteria.
need to add initiative for that?
Yeah, you would.
Then it's 21.
Wait, you add something? Wait.
You had your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so like much is going to change, but okay.
Got 11.
11. Okay.
17.
17. Cool. And
Eight.
Oscar. Cool. You're just so dumbfounded with these slapping lips, just kind of like knocking up your face.
I think I'm disappointed at this point because I thought we were going to make friends.
You were close. But unfortunately, the roll.
The frogs just didn't want to listen to you today.
All right. So starting with Wisteria, what would you like to do?
Trying to fly. So I'm right, like, eye contact with the frog, like eye level,
Okay.
with the red
So this
one.
thing is massive. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So,
And I'm gonna go, listen, I'm not gonna fight you. We can be friends here. Imagine all the adventures we can go on. Just don't attack.
it kind of blinks one eye at a time. And will you give me an animal handling check?
Oh yes, I will. Sorry if my voice is cracking. I'm really just
Mixed emotions. Mixed
Mine.
It just gets closer. I just looked up to like the frog, like my full screen.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I got a natural 1.
Okay.
Altogether it's a 5, but I did get a natural 1.
So this thing
It's not a frog day.
just kind of stares at you. Your eyes are meeting its eyes, and its tongue just
Romantic.
like shoots out of its. Oh God, I'm joking.
Oh god.
Its tongue shoots out of its mouth. Kind of just like the end of this like sticky tongue just sticks to your face and kind of slowly slides down it, and then it whips its tongue back in its mouth,
Do you taste
and it
that?
just kind of grins all
Think
these.
it likes you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna take that as a friendship request.
Denied. Delete that request.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I am not going to attack at all
That's
because
fine.
I am determined to have it.
Okay. So then, turning to Quill, what do you do?
I'll turn to Riel. I still don't know the name. No one should know our names at this point because we still haven't bothered to tell them.
Just me and Mr.
Yeah, we just know who you two are. And
Yeah.
And Xavier, yeah.
It's like,
They-
oh,
To
that
each
one.
other.
I just turn to them and be like, do we need to save them? Because like, they wanted this.
Wow.
Zabi starts playing with rails there, and he's like, "What?" So,
He's got like a full like mohawk
Yeah.
plait at this point.
I'm nearly done, and he's kind of like tongues kind of sticking out the side of his mouth, and he's kind of like size you up. He's like, "Can't quite get them even." Oh, just
How far away?
$20,000.
How far away am I from this frog? Would you say?
Are 1, 2,
About
3,
20.
5, 6. You're 25 feet away.
Would you say the distance from this shore to the island would count as a short rest?
As in.
Like if we get.
Oh
on that
yeah,
boat.
yeah. We can say you guys can have spent a short rest as you're walking, 100%. So
Okay.
if anyone is low on health, you can have rolled whatever your hit dice is, and add that to your health. So.
And you also have the 10 extra hit points. Okay.
You do have the 10 hit points, yeah.
I'm gonna pass.
So if anyone wants to have spent any time healing, on your character sheet, just below your HP, you have a hit dice. So I think for Rail, is it a 1d10 for your hit dice?
I think so, yeah.
And
Never
then
mind.
8. Westeria, your cleric, so I think you either have a D8 or a D10.
Shit, I just ate chocolate and there was a worm inside. I'm going to vomit. I'm sorry.
What?
Running to the toilet. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh god.
This turned too real.
Jeez.
Nutrition. Protein.
So because Maggie was busy throwing up, I didn't actually hear what my dice is.
I'll just double check. It should just be below your HP. I don't know if I gave it to you or not. Maybe I didn't.
No, I don't think I did.
I don't have mine
I don't
either.
have it anywhere.
You're a cleric, so you get a D8, so 1d8 as your hit dice. And on a short rest, you can roll 1 8-sided dice and gain that much hit points.
Which one's mine as well?
Yeah, you have an 8-sided dice as well.
What was that?
An 8-sided dice,
Eight.
so 1d8.
Okay.
And you get one every time you level up, so you can spend those anytime you take a short rest, and you get them back after a long rest. Then, and when you roll one, you add your Constitution modifier to that dice, and you gain that much health. So, for example, if Westeria rolled and she rolled, say, a 3, you'd also add your Constitution modifier to that, and you say yours is +2, so you gain 5 hit points.
I didn't receive any damage in any of the fights. I wouldn't need to do that, would I?
No.
Either.
I think
Well,
I was the one
I
that
have
took
to
the
ask
brunt
as
of
well
it.
about
Yeah.
the hit dice. What do I, in case, what would I have to
I'm
roll?
just gonna go toilet just really quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do. So you also have an 8-sided die.
8? Okay.
Yeah, and if you've taken any damage during a short rest, you can roll an 8-sided dice
Mm-hmm.
and gain that much HP back, that much hit points back,
Okay.
plus your Constitution modifier every time you roll.
Plus Constitution modifier. Okay.
So say you roll a 2, and your Constitution
Mine
is
is +3.
3, so you would gain 5 hit points back,
Yep. Okay.
depending on what you roll.
Thank you.
So if any of you guys want to spend that now, you can, and you'll gain that much.
I'm fine. How about regaining spells? That's just for long rest, right?
Yeah, it varies from
Spell
class to class, but usually, yeah, for all you guys, you need to take a long rest. Yeah.
Okay. So we have
And how-
an issue with the chocolate at work, and we have found like a whole infestation of worms. And I didn't realize that I took some chocolate home, and I just opened it and I ate the whole fucking thing, and I just saw the packaging. Yeah. I mean, getting that extra protein is good, but maybe not today. I'm fine now. I'm just slightly disgusted.
Oh, jeez.
That's fine though. I just didn't realize. Didn't think about it. That's fine.
Fine. If you didn't taste it, it wasn't there.
I'll just pretend it was just on the packaging.
Maybe I've seen so much of the chocolate that worm itself is like more chocolate than worm now. So.
Yeah, it's like Augustus Gloop. It just became chocolate.
Oh my god.
How are we doing for time as well for everyone? Are you guys all okay?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, there's like a little bit left in this, depending on how you guys play it out. But we can stop at any point and come back to it. So there's no. If anyone needs to go, just let me know.
I don't have any plans. I don't
I
know
know
about the others.
you're gonna have a meal with your grandparents though as well.
Yeah,
are you?
but they don't come until like for another 3 hours, so it's fine.
I reckon there's maybe an hour left in this, but we can
Fine.
see. If you guys want to break it all, just please let me know.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Is Marisa here? Hold on.
Quiet.
Marissa.
That's very out of character, but I was quiet.
Okay. It is indeed. That's why I was checking if you were here.
Yeah. Sorry, I am here.
Cool.
And so, anyone who's needed to heal, have you all healed as well from that short rest?
Took no damage. Those little shits didn't know how to throw damage.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm okay.
All right. So, so Wisteria, you just made your move. Then Quill, what were you doing?
I turned to Riel, the white one, and just.
Oh yeah, you were
I don't
asking.
need to help. But I'm gonna dig in the mud to see if I can find any like worms or creatures or anything. See if I can get like a.
Oh my
Oh.
god, you're just vibing there. I'm going to scream, the frog tried to chomp at me.
I repeat, the frog tried to chomp.
Jump at me.
Stop digging
May I
and
have your
help.
attention, please?
Can I just scream back? He was just trying to be our friend!
Do I find any creatures, creepy crawlies?
Yeah, so what I'll get you to do, I'll say it's your action to kind of look through the mud, and will you give me a survival check for that?
Are you
so
looking
roll
for
a
snacks?
20 and add your survival.
Do I just need to roll a d20 and then add my survival?
Yeah, exactly. We'll make this your action while I'm finding stuff.
I got 16.
Damn, okay. So I'm going to say you find some, like, 3 of these really juicy worms that you pull out. And with your hands, they're like about the length of your hand each. And they're about as thick as, like, one of your fingers.
One of my fingers got that tiny, okay.
Yeah, one of your fingers, and they're about the length of your hand.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's a finger then.
Can I walk? Am I able to get a bit closer to the guy?
Yeah, of course. You can get as close as you want. Would you like to go right here or a bit further back? Or?
I'm going to just go up to Wisteria, like to her side if I can.
Yeah, we can bring it there. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna hand her the worms and be like, here, feed it.
So Wisteria's are kind of fluttering just above the toad. That then kind of licked her like right in the face and she's kind of fallen back a little bit, and then you're just holding out these worms to Wisteria.
Just like, take
them to
them,
the
you
frog.
want it. You want the frog,
I want
tame
him.
the
I
frog.
want him.
Oh
Shit!
Worms are
Oh,
gonna-
shit!
Perfect. Okay, sweet. So you have 3 juicy worms.
I'm
The frog
giving you
guy is
worms.
kinda- It
I'm
can't
gonna bite
help
that
itself.
dog.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Free juicy worms.
Its tongue kind of comes out through its lip a little bit, and then kind of sucks it back in and kind of refocuses on Oscar. But it does notice these worms,
Okay.
and its stomach crumbles a little bit.
Maybe he thinks my hair is worms.
Maybe.
So going to Rail then, Xavion is then like, right, I got it. There we go. Beautiful.
Just
Perfect.
has like a big French plait, like.
You got the Rapunzel hair going on.
Yeah, it goes like right down to like past his thumb, like it's long.
Damn.
He'll just kind of go a bit closer, maybe midway between Xavier and Oscar.
Perfect. So just
And just sort of look at like Wisteria and Oscar and be like, are we making friends or are we killing it? Make your choice. What are we
Ask
doing?
for consent.
Yeah. Are we killing this thing?
Bring back. Don't you dare touch my frog.
He would just kind of like look at Quill as well, be like, "Do I look for bugs?" Like, I can't.
Do I look
I
for bugs
only-
too?
Know how to hit.
What you can do as well is in this game you can postpone your action, and basically you can ready an action for something to happen. You will tell me like the trigger. Say if the frogs act hostile in any way, you will attack.
Yeah,
But if that trigger is met, you can, yeah.
Can I hold that action that if they do get violent? But I would actually like to cast Divine Sense.
Oh.
See if
Okay.
they're actually good or evil.
Yeah, let me just double check.
Fancy.
It
Nice.
says I can focus senses to find fiends, undead, or celestial creatures, good or evil.
Perfect. So okay.
Useful.
So focusing on these things, you get the sense that they're neither good nor bad, but there's something clouding their brains somewhat. They're not quite themselves. There's something in there that's kind of making things a little foggy, and it has this evil kind of smell to it. This like nasty odor coming from them.
Lilith
Isn't
again.
She nasty.
After focusing, he'll just kind of look at the group and be like, something's not right. They aren't how they're meant to be. Like, saying, they're not good, they're not bad, but they're not themselves. So if they act violent, I don't think that's by them. Something else is going on with them.
Okay.
Not quite right.
Should we do? I still want him.
Then
I
maybe
think we
they
should
don't wanna
try
be
and
there.
help them first.
Yeah.
Can you
Some sort of way.
Try and take them.
Can you make an insight check for Ray?
I can ask them. They cannot reply to me, but I can ask them stuff.
Wait. Arcana major. Could I do an Arcana check to see if I know what magic is clouding their brains or something? Would that be possible?
Yeah, when it comes to absolutely. When it gets around to you, we'll go on to that. But
Okay.
just for now, we'll see what Ray.
So,
I got a 12. It wasn't that great.
Okay. So the only thing you kind of pick up is, despite this thing kind of taking over their senses, they still have their kind of animalistic side, because you notice them reacting to the worms. They do still have this kind of
Yeah.
part to them. They're not completely gone.
Okay. They're kind of like not completely taken over, or kind of fighting against whatever's like trying to.
Mm.
Okay.
It's
I'll
like-
relay that to the group.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so we're gonna rail. So then this second one though rises up and kind of swims over. It can also bobs its head up, and it's gonna take a perception check. And it sees the worms, and kind of then swims under here and kind of comes around this side. And it kind of just opens its mouth, and there's just rows of teeth. And it's gonna make a bite attack. As its whole mouth, it kind of looks at the worms and looks at you, and then just there's this moment in its eyes there, it's like it kind of widens. It's like, I can have the whole thing.
Why only the worm?
And it goes to bite you, and it gets a. So I rolled for like a wisdom check for the thing to see if it would figure out like what it should do, and it got a natural 20. I could just eat everything. So I've got a 22 to hit
Smart. Who's it
on
hitting?
West area.
Okay.
So it does.
2 hit?
Yeah, to hit you, it got a 22.
It would hit.
definitely, yeah.
So it then deals 8 damage to you. 8 piercing damage, but then alongside the 8 piercing damage, as these needles sink into your chest, they kind of burn, and just like right along your shoulder, gonna bite you right down all the way along your shoulder, down one of your legs. So one of your entire arm and your entire leg is consumed by this frog. And as these needles kind of sink into you, you guys see as the needles kind of sink into your neck, black veins start to travel along the Westaria's
that's
neck.
poison.
And you take
No.
another 7 poison damage. So altogether, you take 18 damage from this bite as it sinks into you.
Remember, you have the 10 healing, and you have another 10 from your normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still. Oh,
Can
God.
I-
She has been poisoned.
You got four
She's not
HP
unconscious.
left.
She has,
Two.
4?
Two.
2.
2. Okay.
No, I
But
don't
you
know
notice
how
then as
to
well,
do
as your
that.
body is like sucked into this thing, you feel the tongue wrapping around your hand with the worms, and it just
This
sucks
is
the
not the
worm straight out.
hentai we asked for.
Sorry.
Fuck you, greedy bitch.
I'm next to her. Can I do
So you're-
something?
You're currently considered grappled at the moment as well, so you can't move. You can use an action to break free from the grapple, or someone else can use their action to break you free from the grapple. But right now, this frog, you're in this frog's mouth. Half the blue.
Can I do anything since I held an action, or is that has to wait?
You can. We can say we'll just bring you. You had a little bit of speed left, I think, so we can bring you over and you can attack the frog, absolutely, if you like to. Okay, so you dash in as she's bitten by this thing. You go to stab into the frog's head. So,
But they're not completely evil.
He's like, he's not letting go. So I don't think I'm gonna kill it with one shot. Don't worry.
Good.
Still one left. Okay, so attack roll, right?
Yeah.
That is a 10.
A 10 to hit, it just misses, I'm afraid.
Ah, okay.
So as this thing kind of closes down, it just goes right over its just past its head, and kind of Wisteria is kind of in the way. You don't really quite hit Wisteria, and you kind of just managed to bring it away just in time. Okay. Oscar.
Okay. I don't have anything sharp, for fuck's sake. I have a staff. I'd like to stab the tongue of the frog to the floor with my staff.
So,
Grabbing me away.
so currently the green frog mouth is closed over.
Oh, it's closed.
Wisteria.
Okay, so I pictured it in a different way.
Don't pull me.
Okay. Shit.
I like my half. Of
I
the
thought that it
bottle.
were tangled, but on the floor. Otherwise, I can use my staff to keep the mouth of to open the mouth of the frog and keep it open,
Absolutely, you can. So, will
so
you
it
give me?
doesn't chomp.
Yeah, give me a strength check, please.
Yes, of course. Still D20.
Well, athletics actually. D20, yeah, plus your
Yeah.
athletics. So this is your action then.
It's 15.
15? Okay, that's enough. So you then like wedge your staff right in the mouth of the thing, and you lever it open, flicking your staff inside, and manage to just hold open this frog's mouth.
Yes.
As Wisteria kind of falls out, and you see now just rows of these holes all over the side of Wisteria's body that just where the teeth have sunk in.
Oh my god. I'm not sure if I can do anything else. I actually.
Okay, so probably there. It's fine. Okay. So its mouth is just wedged open, and
Yeah.
Zavion then kind of looking over here, kind of sees you kind of run off. He's like, "Hey, oh."
Oops.
Oh no.
And he kind of strolls over, kind of with sloppy sounds, like as his boots are just soaked, and he kind of just walks side to side. It's like, "Excuse me, sorry, Mr. Frog, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave." And he, let me see, what was he do? He then kind of clicks his fingers, and you watch them as the two frogs' eyes, both of their eyes. Wait, is it just one? It's just one. It's just that frog. The green frog's eyes begin to cloud over, and they eventually just turn completely white. And the frog kind of looks around, and it can't seem to see anything. Anyway, he's like, hey, I think we might want to back up a bit. I can't see you now. I've just blinded it, but I can still hear. I should stop talking.
It's like, welcome to the dentist. You cannot see anything mouth wide open.
So this
You
other
have some cavities.
Legit.
this other red toad, not really sure what to do, kind of like swims over here and kind of climbs up onto the side of the bank and kind of looks down at Zavi and is like, I know you. I hit you before. We met somewhere before. And this frog just doesn't look happy and it goes to bite at Zavi. We managed to just roll out of the way as this frog just tries to eat him. We managed to just get out of the way of that. So we're back up to the top of the round with you, West area. Just a stream of blood is coming down now from each of these little holes. It's kind of pinpricks on the side of your body. What do you do?
Is that good? I can't cast Healing Word on myself, right?
You can, yeah.
Can I? Okay, so I'm gonna say, don't kill him, he's still mine, but the green one maybe stab him a little. Then I'm going to kindly cast Healing Word on myself.
Perfect. Okay. So that is your spells for the day then. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I want to live.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So,
a 2 plus 6. So I have
8
I have 8 health now.
You have 10 now.
2 left. You have so 10.
Oh, so you got 6.
Yeah, I had 2 health.
Yeah.
But I've just got 6.
Okay.
So that's 8 overall. So I got 8 health now. So that's great.
Nice.
And
This kind of mist starts to rise from the winds. They kind of close up slightly, and you hear whispering in your ear, just like it just says, "The knowledge live on." and yeah, so that's your bonus action.
What did it just say?
Sorry, it said, "Let the knowledge live on."
Okay.
Ooh.
thank you. Can I just scream, thank you?
You feel kind of warm and tingly inside, as if someone's kind of smiling down on you. Yeah.
Okay, and I doubt I'll be able to do this, but am I okay to still roll the Arcana check to check what kind of magic and whether or not I know it, what's clouding their brains up, or would
Yeah,
that be a
absolutely.
bonus
No,
action?
roll Arcana with advantage.
With advantage. That means I'll roll twice?
Yeah, and
roll
then you
twice.
take the higher number.
Exactly.
Okay. That's... okay, and... Yeah, so, 19.
19. There's something vile and nasty about this as well. Similar to the magic that was used. It has a similar aura to the nasty wolf-like creature that you fought earlier, and it's this kind of poisonous, this toxin almost poisoning their minds.
Nightmare frogs.
And you figure if you could heal it in any way, it might be able to clear this this toxin. It's affecting them.
Okay. And would I know how to do that?
Would a simple healing spell work? Or like...
No, hold on, 2 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm just looking through the spell list. Bear with me. Where is it? Oh yeah. Well, that's not it. I'm trying to find the actual spell that you would need. Anything that would cure poisons or sicknesses or any kind of ailments would usually heal this. No kind of normal healing like your healing word or anything like that would heal it, but
Okay.
anything that would involve curing disease or poisons or curses or anything like.
Okay, so I can't just use my... Could I use my herbalism kit?
You could try something. You could try to whip something up. Possibly not right now. It would probably take a bit of time. But you could probably come up with some sort of cure that would do something like that at the moment to do so.
So I've got... Do I still have movement?
You do have movement. Just be aware if you do leave, it can make an opportunity attack on you. So
God damn it, okay, I'm not leaving.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, if anybody's got something that cures poison, use it!
Wait, because its mouth is wedged open, it wouldn't be able to make an opportunity attack on you.
Okay, so can I quickly just...
She died.
Ma'am, we cannot hear you.
No.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, for some reason my Discord just shut down. Yeah, so could I quickly just fly or just walk behind Rael and say, protect me?
Yeah. You gotta dash around, just kind of hide behind it. Perfect. Let's say you're slightly fluttering off the ground. Okay, lovely. And then Quill, what are you doing?
With my Anstruth heart, when it says protection from evil and good, could I use that on both of them?
Ooh, good question.
Would that get rid of the...
Yeah, you reckon possibly, yeah. You can absolutely try that. Let me just see targets. So it's one creature you can choose with it.
Only one, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I will try
So,
and persuade
you're
my
playing
heart.
it from the harp, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's gonna... You have to take the charisma check, is it? To see if you can it'll listen to you.
What would the charisma check be? How do I do that?
It's I'm just looking for it now. I think it was 13. I don't know if you're wrong. I'm just looking for
The
the
heart
sheet here.
charisma is 14.
Was it 14? Okay.
Yeah.
So will you roll me a 20-sided dice
Mm-hmm.
and add your charisma bonus to that? So add 2.
My heart hates me. It's a 6 altogether. It's a definite.
So you start playing this tune, and as you do, the kind of just a bunch of this water that's still in the bottom of it just shoots out from the harp and splashes you in the face.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought it would get out.
Just kind of gurgles like this instrument just goes.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to clean you. There's frogs.
So I'm afraid it doesn't work. So that's your action to the harp.
Can I
But you still have
bonus
a-
action to move away? Am I within?
So yeah, it would just be a normal move. This thing can't bite you at the moment, so yeah,
Snazzy.
absolutely.
I'm gonna move closer to Wisteria. Hide behind her.
This is you behind rail.
Each have a line of
Yeah,
people
not forming
hiding.
a conga line. Look back and say, you know I can't help you, right?
Nah, it's okay. Just need someone to pull up. It's fine.
Okay, and then it is your turn, Rail. What are you doing?
Still unsure whether I should attack this thing. If Wisteria, you're gonna try and like a healing thing, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. I will hold. I'll put my shield up just in case anything snaps, and hold my action.
Perfect. Okay.
I like it to fall against this blue one and just, to be honest, just against the red. Or just like, that's fine. Leave him to that one.
So with that, it's going to take its action to try to break the thing in its mouth, and it does. It gets like a 20 to just snap. You just watch as the quarterstaff bends, buckles, and then just snaps into, and it shoots it out onto the floor. And that's his turn. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it breaks your quarterstaff into two halves.
Oh, no.
And it
Mine?
continues and kind of slowly around.
No! My grandpa made it!
But its action is gone, so it doesn't get an attack in its turn. It's Oscar's turn.
It's okay, we can fix it, don't worry.
Build a new one.
Clubs.
Who's next? What's up?
It's Oscar.
Oh, it's me. Right. I have no idea. What should I do? Okay. Maybe well, they cannot answer. Fuck, I cannot talk to them. I am... Can I make myself look like a frog?
Mate the frog.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's because you've used. I think because you've used what's it called, the tech magic thing.
I
think you can just one or the other. So unfortunately, you cannot.
Yeah, I can use it once. Fuck, I forgot to read that. Shit, that was such a nice idea.
Hey, can't you still talk to them, even if they can't reply to you? Can't you influence them?
Yeah, absolutely can.
I can influence them.
Yeah, because you could say like, you know, when we're not
Yeah.
we're trying to help you, we're literally trying to get some medicine to make you feel better.
Yeah,
Please don't
okay,
attack us, something like
so-
that.
I will, well, the one that is very aggressive is the green one. So I'm going to look at the green one and be like, we're trying to help here. I know you're suffering. I can see that you're suffering. You cannot see me because you're kind of blind right now, but you're suffering and we know that. We're here to help.
Okay,
Please stop attacking!
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion, is it still D20? I've lost my D20. Okay, I found my D20.
Can I aim?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
So you roll,
Persuasion.
roll twice
Right, so...
and take the. So roll the d20 twice and take the higher results.
Okay. No, ready for... Yes. No, okay. Okay, 16.
Okay. So, as
No,
you're saying.
persuasion. No, I'm so sorry. Persuasion.
Oh.
It's... No, it's not 16. I looked at perception. I'm so sorry. So it's 13, actually.
Okay. So this thing kind of looks in your general direction. And then it kind of, its eyes still kind of clouded, and it kind of looks around and it lowers its head down and kind of just nudges you with its snout and kind of cuddles in, and it looks kind of scared. And kind of starts looking around, and it puts its hand just on your foot and kind of just nuzzles into you. You see it kind of shake
Frog
and quivering.
hugs.
Okay, that's really cute. Okay,
And the other one then
we
also
can keep
comes
him
up
as a
here.
pet once he's fine.
So the two of them now kind of come towards you and nuzzle into you.
I am the
Frog
frog
pile,
master.
frog pile.
Now we have to find a way to heal them, though.
Got it. I'm a little broken, but I got this.
You've got this. Are you
I
sure?
got
Because I
this.
have a herbalism too as well. I could try to pull some shit out.
Depends
Yeah.
how much that Wisteria can make. Maybe you can make one too. Seeing how much she can make out
Yeah,
of
I'll make one for the one of the frogs. I want the red one.
I'll take the green one then. So what would I have to do if I have the herbalism kit?
So one of you are going to do it, and then one of you can aid the other one, and you'll roll
Okay.
advantage. And if you roll a medicine check,
Okay, still D20?
the d20, roll it twice and take the higher result.
Okay. 5. 15. And plus 6, so 21.
Damn, okay, yeah, that's enough. So I'm going to say you guys spend about an hour and a half brewing the same kind of finding plants and herbs, kind of
But
skinning rock.
we can heal just one, right?
No, you can have enough for two.
Yes.
And you brew within, like, we'll say It almost takes about 2 hours for you to brew this thing, and the sun starts to rise at that stage.
Oh shit.
And as the sun is kind of nice high in the sky, it kind of lights up this whole place. You complete the potions and you feed it to the frogs, and the frogs kind of start burping, kind of repeatedly, just they just both pop out. These two kind of black
Nice
seeds.
little froggy. Nice.
Isn't
little
that adorable? Oh my god.
So these two jet black seeds are vomited onto the dirt, and there's this kind of blackness rising off the two of them, and you see these kind of little thorns retract back into the seeds.
Oh.
Let's go a bit closer to one of them. I guess they're on the floor, right? Like they've just been spat out.
Yeah.
Do I just have a look at it?
Okay.
A closer
And
look.
will you give me either nature or arcana checks on this?
That is a 10.
Ew.
You.
They're large seeds. They're about the size of your. You get the sense that they're magical. They're evil in nature, and they're infused with some sort of nature magic. And that's about it. You can assume they're possibly poisonous.
How big are they?
They're about the size of your fist.
Okay.
Does anyone have a jar?
I was gonna suggest destroying them.
What if they explode though?
What if we could sell them?
But if we throw them, it might affect any other creature.
That's true.
It's just safer if we take it with us, but we just need something to
Okay.
put it in.
But we don't really know how it works yet. We don't know if a jar will actually
Yeah.
keep it safe from us.
I would
And that
assume
might
We get
infect
infected
it?
with it. Oh, no. You just got poisoned. It's different from
yeah,
from this,
that's. I think just the creature itself is poisonous, not the seed.
the dogs.
Okay, that's fine.
I would assume that the frogs accidentally ate it, and then it kind of got stuck in them and began poisoning them. So I think
I
a
don't
jar,
know.
if it's strong enough, I think something strong enough to hold it may work.
Wait, but what about if that? What was it? Hold on, I got it written
Wolf.
down. Yeah, that wolf thing.
We had the same
Was
thing.
it a cracker?
Oh.
Whatever. Yeah. What if he ate one too? What if Queen Lilith's putting them inside them to use them as soldiers? Like,
Did the wolf seem
I can
similar?
ask one of the frogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it, actually.
I'm going
I
to
think
ask
the
one of the
frog knows-
frogs while I pet it gently. The green one, because I can't like it more. And I'll be like, did someone feed you this? You can blink once.
You can reply to this message.
So it tries to just blink once, but it can't help but it blinks one eye at a time every time it blinks. So it just kind of blinks one eye and it kind of winks at you.
Yeah, that
I
works.
think yes. I think it's a yes, guys.
So someone fed it. Fuck it. I'm gonna grab my rapier and just stab it.
Whoa! What you want to
That's
stab?
the
Okay,
seed?
not my frog though.
Not the frog, the seed. The seed. The frogs are safe.
Oh god. I'd like to walk away from that.
yeah, can I walk away and towards my frog?
But I am scared. Yeah, just protect the
Okay.
frog.
Protect
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
frogs.
walk towards the frog and be like, "It's okay, puppy. You're mine now. You're safe now."
I have a
So-
shield. I'll put out the shield.
I don't have a shield, but I'll stick my wings out as I'll just stick my wings out and be like, "It's okay. I'll protect you."
Take your damage.
So, Quill, will you make me an attack roll on the seed?
Ooh.
I got a 6, and then do I need to add anything?
Yeah, you would add your dexterity and +2, so you're adding
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I
Five.
got 11.
perfect. So you just managed to stab the seed, and when you roll me damage for your rapier, so it's an 8-sided dice, plus your dexterity modifier.
What is the 8? Oh god, there's so little space. Okay, I think this is it. 8 is the one that looks like a diamond. 4 on each side. I think.
Yeah.
I got 5.
Perfect. So you stab this thing, and you reckon it's just enough to break this thing. You see it crack open, and as you stab into these black thorns, shoot up your rapier and start spiraling around your rapier, heading straight for your hand. But just as you plunge the rapier in fully and split this thing in half, the black thorns just turn into ash, and the whole seed disappears.
Snazzy, can I keep the ash?
Yes, you can keep the ash.
Just like pick up the pile of ash of dead seed and just stick it in my pocket.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Well, as you can see,
Wait, we'd
it's
have
fine.
to stab all of them. How many seeds are there?
There's one more.
Okay.
Can I see if this ash has any properties or anything, or is it just ash?
Give me a nature check.
3. Do I need to add anything? Nature. I don't go outside. It's 4.
It just looks like dead plant matter. It's just like burnt dead plant matter. It doesn't seem to have any kind of properties.
We can make some tea out of it. It's fine. I'll take it.
Nice.
Nice.
I want to go to your tea parties.
I wasn't inviting you, person who chucks people in water.
Wow. I didn't chuck you in water, I chucked you towards Gostar.
That's not safe either way, thank you.
Well, next time I'll chuck you in water.
Does
Very
anyone
safe.
else want to yeet this one as well? Or do you want me to do it?
You can go at it. I'm gonna go keep.
I'll do it again to the other one then.
Okay, give me another attack roll on it. You can roll with advantage as well. Because it's up to it. I'm gonna say you can hit it. There's no problem. You're not in combat or anything, so you just stab it. So just roll
Yeah.
for the damage, though.
Okay. 9.
All together for the damage.
9 plus 5 is...
Oh sure, yeah, that would hit. Do you roll an 8-sided dice?
Oh no, I'm a douchebag. I got 8.
Oh, beautiful. Then this thing again, the vines don't even get like a fraction of the way up the sword before you just completely destroy this thing, and it pops into ashen particles.
I'll just stick this dust in my pocket as well.
Perfect. So you got about 2 fistfuls of
Ash.
ash, thorn seed ash.
Hell yeah.
And you see it as well, as you're kind of stabbing these things, kind of Zavion looks at the ground, kind of his arms fold, and he's like, "What's not good at all? She's not right. Need to have a word with her. Right, we better get ourselves on the boat and get across the water."
Can I swim with the frog?
I was about to ask, can you ask the frog if they want to tag along?
Can I walk up to the frog and go, hey, do you want to be mine? I'll protect you.
No, we're not.
Which one are you going to? Are you going to the red or green one? Sorry.
Red, of course.
Red. Okay, you got the red, you got the green. So,
And then I'll just
Green
go,
is mine.
your name is Bubbles now. And I'll just pet it.
What if he doesn't want to come along?
They'll come along.
Consent is key.
give me both animal handling checks, both Westeria and Oscar.
Come on, dice. Come on, everyone with the frog.
18.
18!
Whoa!
Frog pals.
Big frog pals.
Big frog pals.
What I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have basically it's like a leveling system with these frogs. So the every day you can spend an animal handling check with these things, and they'll slowly kind of warm to you. So right now, they're kind of friendly enough that they'll follow you around and they'll defend themselves, but they won't leave you mount them or attack. They won't take any orders from you. But currently, they'll follow you around happily.
They're like Animal Crossing villagers.
I'm close to getting a frog. It's literally one of my ideals is get a frog.
That's beautiful.
Are you
I love
naming
my
your
new
frog?
friend.
I'll just look at the frog and go, you're still named Bubbles, but I won't ride you. I'll fly.
Oh, I see.
I don't mind rowing the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the frogs.
Inspiration just for that.
I don't think. Can I fly that far? Because I don't think there'll be enough space for five
You
of
can
us.
fly that fire, no problem.
Yeah, so I'll fly.
Okay.
I'll fly above.
Okay, my frog's name is Sprout.
Hey!
Proud.
I'm proud.
Bubbles.
Proud and bubbles. Beautiful. Wait, there we go.
While they're making friends with the frogs, I'm gonna go on the boat as well. Because I can't
Perfect.
not push it. I'm just gonna
Can I
fit in it.
ask, is my frog in health? Because I know that this one has.
Oh yeah, no one's hurt these frogs.
Okay, so they're
you
like
just need-
totally
I'll leave
fine.
you keep track of their health. So
Okay.
both of you, if you write even just somewhere on your sheet the frog's name and then
Yeah.
their health is 39.
Oh shit!
Quite a lot. Oh
So
boy.
these
That's
are
the
39
hit
health.
points, basically.
C9?
Yeah,
Yeah,
their hit points. And their armor is 11.
Thank the Lord we didn't fight them.
Oh, wait.
Let's take that one.
I missed it. So it's 39 hit points?
Yeah, and then 11 AC, 11 armor.
They strong.
That's good that we have them. Oh my god.
I can give you more information later, but at the moment they're like NPCs, but if you continue training them, you'll be able to control them out on your turns.
It took us 3 hours to get pets, Marisa.
Already?
Record.
We need to collect every single magical creature that we find on our way.
Pokemon,
hell yeah.
D&D
I
edition.
expect to have a family of frogs by the end of this.
This is Pokemon. This is what we're doing now.
Do we know the genders of our frogs? Do they have genders?
Give me a nature check.
Oh god. Wait, I'm gonna do it too. I want to know. Nature check.
Nature check.
Nature check.
Oh no.
21.
21. Okay, you know by the kind of designs and patterns on it. I think I'm investigating further in a little more details. The green one is female, and the red one's male.
Okay.
Ah, they're siblings.
So it's Madame Sprout.
No, that's just Harry Potter.
Wow. I thought you said
Madame
proud.
Sprout and Mr. Bubbles.
No, it's Sprout, sorry.
Proud. That's so much
Sprout.
That's so great.
It's just
Madame
Harry
Sprout
Potter.
now.
That's Bubbles.
Maybe.
That's my father's name.
Sir Sprout.
Mr.
Oh,
Bubbles.
Sir. No, Sir Bubbles. I'll go for
Bubbles.
Sir
Bubbles.
Sir Bubbles.
And
My character sheet is slowly going to become just 10 different sheets of animals and their stats.
How much can you carry with you?
oh no, shoot, I messed up. Okay, wait. Okay.
We're going on a trip on a
The
favorite
baby rocket
ship.
flying through, well, swimming through the sea.
Little Einstein.
How long would you think that this boat ride is?
I love them.
So, as you guys are making your way over, you see these figures swimming in the water. Just one, actually. There's just one figure.
Where is it? Hold
Where
on,
is
what
it?
do we see? Where?
Gotta find it.
Where'd they go? There they are. Okay.
Okay.
Looks like Yoshi for a second.
Starts swimming up and it kind of climbs up on the front of the boat.
Excuse me?
It's a fish body with just spindly arms and spindly legs, and it has a little kind of pointed hat, and it carries with it this long metal pole with a pincer on it. And it climbs up on the boat. It's this green fish. He's like, hello there.
It's
I'm here on behalf of Lilith to murder you all. So
Oh my
please,
God.
if you would all cooperate, I'm going to kill you now.
I just kick it.
Oh shoot, I can't hear anyone. I don't know what happened, but my speaker turned off. Shoot. Okay, wait. Okay, I can hear people again. I don't know what
I'll
anyone's
just
reaction
say,
was.
can I just kick it?
Oh yeah. You just gotta give me an attack code, please.
Like I'm here to go buff.
Don't try us,
any
we
of
have
this shit.
frogs.
That is a 20. Not natural, but 20.
So you just like lamp this thing about 10 foot away from the boat, and it just kind of splashes into the water, and then you just see it rise up, kind of like its face front, like it, in the water. It's just kind of floating, face front in the water, just completely unconscious.
Please shout. What's that red frog thing?
I said something about wanting to kill us. I kicked it.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
How far
It's like
away
big
is this
on
creature?
foot.
Wait. How far away did it fall into the water? Can we pick him up?
About 10 foot away from you guys.
How big is he in comparison to me?
He's a little smaller than you, maybe about a
Can
foot
I
smaller than you.
take him with us?
You can. As you guys pass along, you can grab him.
I'm just
He's a
gonna
bit
grab
slippery.
him by his leg and just kind of drag him along.
you
I'm
drag
not
him
taking him
along
out of the
face
water. I'm just dragging him along next
It's
to
a
the boat.
fish. Does he have legs?
He has little spindly legs and little spindly arms.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
taking him out of the
cute.
water. I'm just dragging him next to the boat. It's like,
Yeah, perfect. This guy's
So
in
wait,
the
he's in the water and you're dragging him
Yeah.
by the leg.
just dragging him along.
There's like a tray of bubbles behind him.
He's a fish. He'll survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Says the quill. Hey, did you get a pet too?
Maybe. Let's see how this goes when we get on land.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so you actually row the boat all the way across, and the boat just kind of bumps off the side.
Would that be a short
Um,
rest or?
Not quite. Well,
Okay.
actually, when you were making up the potion, you could have taken a short rest if you
Okay,
would have liked.
snazzy. Okay, so we have some stuff.
And with that, then as soon as the boat bumps off this kind of vine-covered pillar, you see all the vines kind of quiver for a moment, and then settle back down.
Ah.
Wait, what's happening? I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
The boat just kind of knocked off the side. This whole island is covered in vines.
Okay.
Got little flecks all over them. And as soon as the boat kind of knocks into the side of the island, all of them kind of quiver a little bit, and then they kind of stop.
Oh.
So like it's an island full of vines, like we can't see anything underneath the vines?
Give me a perception check.
So many dice. 17.
So
18.
looking for perfect. So you look around, you kind of see them quiver, and as they quiver, there's a little opening at one point where you see this tuft of grass coming through, and then the vines swallow it up again. Do you reckon the whole island is covered in grass, but now these vines have kind of taken over?
Okay.
And I doubt I can do a lap of the place, but could I perhaps go to the highest point of
Yeah.
flying and try to
It's-
see what's around and if there's anything that catches my eye?
Okay, give me a perception check then as you fly around. So we're going to fly around the perimeter. It's about 100 foot wide, this island. It's completely flat. It's like a green place.
That is a 23.
Okay. So looking around, you then eventually see about on this side, just here, we'll say we'll put you just here, just so this spot, I'll use a pointer, about 20 foot under the water, you see a small cavern, and there's this faint green glow coming from the cavern, where bubbles are starting to rise. And as you kind of get a better angle, you can see this cavern goes about 15 foot into the side of the island, and at the very bottom, there's this green glow of swirling energy. It looks like it could possibly be a portal of some sort.
Okay, and could Could I do an Arcana check to see if it is magic?
It's 100% magic. I can tell you.
Okay.
It's glowing
Okay.
green.
I'll just fly back and relay the magic. I'll fly back, and then I'll just scream, "Hey, guys, I found something!"
Is it a cave?
Is it what?
Is it a cave with a glowing thingy inside? I already saw it.
Yeah, it's okay with the glowing thing.
It's helpful. I didn't see the glowy thing, but I knew that there was a bubbly cave when I fell in the water.
Yeah, you would have seen
Yeah.
it.
Thanks, though. Can I check what's in the scroll that I got from underwater?
Yeah, absolutely. So opening it up,
True.
there's 2 scrolls inside here.
Mhm.
And one has the spell, they're both spell scrolls.
Ooh.
And one is Fog Cloud, and the other one is Entangle.
Ooh.
So basically, these are these once-off spells that take an action to use, and then you cast that spell, and then this spell scroll is used up.
Ah, okay. So it's like a... Okay. Snazzy! I'll keep them.
So they're very self-explanatory. Fog Cloud creates a cloud of fog,
Mhm.
and Entangle wraps people up in vines.
Snaz. Okay. That's me, not Quill. Quill would never say snaz.
Like, yeah.
Snazzy!
So as Zavion kind of comes up to the front of the boat and kind of lowers his foot down and touches a vine, and it kind of lashes up onto his ankle, and he kind of pulls it away. He's like, right. And he kind of tries it again, and kind of tries to grab his ankle again. He pulls it up, and it kind of these purple spots on the vines kind of all of a sudden turn into these purple thorns, and they kind of cut his ankle. And he kind of looks at it, he's like, oh, that's a nasty piece of work. And he kind of sits then on the side of the boat, like, arms crossed, and kind of just kicks his legs, and just thinks, where's she at?
We go around to that cave Spira was talking about.
I suppose so.
Okay, I'll row the boat around to that.
Perfect. Sweet. Okay, so, this guy, and then Bubbles and Sprout, and the boat. Bring all around. And then you see just below you guys, Bubbles will bring you there. Just about 15 foot below you guys. 20 foot. You just see this cave 20 foot below you in the water.
It's underwater. Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, I suppose this is where we say goodbye. I'm going to have a word here with Lilith when she decides to show up. And I wish you all the best. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Is that the portal
okay?
that we have to take?
Yeah, that's the one. I don't remember the vines, but maybe it's not best going down right now. And as you guys all look down, you see the vines continue down this entire pillar of an island and then continue into the cave, and you kind of see them just wiggling there in the water. Hold up. Let me see. And he kind of stands up and kind of pushes out his chest and just shouts, "Aye, Lilith, where are you? Where are you, lass? Come on. We don't have time. We need to get home." And eventually all these vines begin quivering.
Oh my god.
Is he dating Lilith? I'm gonna tell this to Oscar.
Oh, is that date?
I'm gonna
So they
ask
begin to
Oscar,
fight.
do you think that's what's going on? Did we just pick up her stuff? Why is he calling her? Is
As
this
you
the
guys
date?
discuss-
Oh my god, they're dating. We're with the guy he's dating! Oh, they're gonna die!
Zavion can do a lot better.
There,
You guys
there,
are
and I pat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are 7 wheeling. Oh no, 9
It's like 9 wheeling.
Two frogs and a dead fish.
Did you count the unconscious fish?
Yeah.
I can't believe we did that.
He's kind of bubbles kind of rise up and kind of starts burning, and he kind of just knocks his head off the side of the boat and falls unconscious again.
I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna sit him down in front of me if there's any space, or on top of me. Just make sure he's in the boat.
Okay, so you bring him back into the boat, and he kind of just sits on your lap, and a little bit of water kind of trickles out from his mouth, just dribbles over his head, and he kind of slouches to the side. And as you guys are all doing this, the vines eventually start to quake and quiver violently, but not as if they're going to attack, but as if in like fear and awe.
Oh.
And at the center of the island, this tall form rises from the vines, and a 10-foot tall form of an elven woman with skin that's like light green and eyes that are black as night.
Oh, that's hot.
Then the vines rise up and clothe her body and come up and caress her body, kind of clothing her. And she smiles with pleasure before speaking with a voice that's deep and hollow. And this lady appears. And she kind of breathes. She's just like...
Well,
So
She's
this is
hot.
Lilith.
Can I just scream, oh, mama?
Okay, but this is a trap. We all going to be horny for the evil character. Oh my god.
He kind of smiles and grins and then like takes in the kind of worshipping that you're all kind of giving her and all these reactions, and she kind of sighs and smiles and then turns her attention to Xavier. She's like, "The others have escaped me, Xavier, but you are mine."
Oh my god, they're dating.
The vines then shoot up from her arm, and they just coil around Xavier, lifting him up out of the boat, completely wrapping him up, coiling around his neck, and his whole face starts to go blue. And she says, "Unless one of you wants to trade your soul for his, do that and you're all free to go."
I got this fish thing. Do you want that instead?
No! Her eyes kind of like light up, like these burning green coals.
I'll take that
And then
as
she
a no.
relaxes it down a little bit. "No. I want his soul. This is a very precious one, this." And she kind of, the vines continue wrapping around his face, kind of slowly cocooning him. "Anything else worth to offer? Anything worth my interest? Surely you want to go home, don't you?"
how can all of us go home? We trade one of our souls for his. But we can't, like, he's dying. We
One
need
of
to
us
do
will have to end up staying, wouldn't we?
With me. A soul is a very precious thing.
God.
What would happen if you take one of our souls?
And she kind of grins and brings kind of Xavion's body, now completely wrapped in vines, closer to her. She kind of strokes it with her thumb and kind of cradles it in her hand.
Okay. Yet, let us deliberate. Okay?
Give us a
There's
second.
a
with your
monopoly
screen
here,
lady.
so just give us a moment, Lilith.
So, guys, we need to plan.
Could I quickly just fly to where Xavion was, so like next to Rael?
We
Sit
just
down,
we just
go.
go.
Alright,
We
guys,
huddle
what's
in
the
a
plan?
circle. Football.
Alright,
Be like,
I've
give
got
us a
us some
second.
time. I've got us some time. What's the plan here? Whose soul are we getting? We can't give any souls. We can't really get rid of our souls. If we get rid of the souls, we're just carcasses. We can't be carcasses. So what do we do?
Unless she means like spiritually, she takes one of our souls and then we're in debt to her. That kind of thing. Like we keep our body, we're still us, but she just has our soul, like the devil. Nice.
She kind of smiles at that, and she then just tucks the cocoon of Xavion into her bosom and kind of reclines on the island, waiting for you.
I feel like that is
Are
the
you
correct
in a bosom?
answer.
Okay. So, my soul is already with Satan. I'm kind of his daughter already, so it's kind of like, you know.
And half of me is also.
One, I don't know.
I don't know how this works. Can I turn to her and ask if she would want any, like, money or the gems?
Gold.
Give me a persuasion check.
Is
5
be
plus
good.
2, I got 7.
Okay. She kind of smiles and she tilts her head, and then she kind of opens one of her hands, and a bunch of coins just trickle out from her hand, and just a stream of gold coins pours down onto the island itself, and then she sweeps them hand over them, and they just.
Okay,
So they
so
don't,
that's
you
no
don't
to
want money.
gold.
Could I? Okay, this is going to be tricky, but I hope I can roll well. Could I perhaps, not persuade her per se, but kind of, I guess persuade her that the fish's soul is worth taking over Zavion's?
Okay, what are you going to say in regards to that? How are you
I'm going to be there like, alright, I understand you want Zavion. He's got a sexy Irish accent, but fish will be here. Just try to kill us all just for you. Now imagine how sexy this fish can be.
With the slow price?
We'll give him for free. We don't want your money. We just want to be able to go through that portal. We'll get out of your hairs. Like, you don't want us. I'm half satanic. Well, I'm not half satanic. I am satanic.
And I just pop the hat and slap it back on his head, just like, don't.
I'll just go, listen, Zavion doesn't got a hat, but he's got a hat. He's got a weapon. Zavion doesn't have much to offer, but this guy, this fish, he can be all yours for the low price of our estate. And then I blow a little kiss.
Okay, will you give me a persuasion check then, please?
No. Oh, come on, Dice, I love you. Please let me do this. Come on, I don't want to give myself.
Oh god.
Shit.
Da-da-da-da.
You are able to spend your inspiration if you'd like.
I'm gonna roll again. Watch me go.
Can someone flirt with her, please?
I'm not that
We
kind of
don't have
god.
Shahil!
I'm not that
Why
kind of
do we
god.
not have Shahil? Wait, that's good! That's good, I got a 20! I got it!
She got
I got a 20! It's not a nat 20, but I got a 20! Everybody fucking party!
You keep cutting in and out of your celebration.
Oh, sorry. I started dancing really bad. Okay. I got a 17 plus 3 of my persuasion. That is 20. Please tell me she bought it.
She smiles, and she kind of leans in closer and kind of reaches her finger out, and one of these vines kind of wraps around, like comes up from her arm, leaves her finger, and then coils around the Kuatoa and lifts him up into the air. She kind of dangles him in front of her face, and she says, "He is a loyal servant. Someone I already own, but if you're willing to give him up and not have him as your own pet, I'm willing to give you." And she just kind of clicks her finger, and the Kuatoa turns into a green garnet all of a sudden.
Ooh.
And she lowers the green garnet like on your lap. It's pretty heavy. It looks like it would be worth a lot.
I already got like
And I,
those pearls, so I don't really need that. Thanks though.
so all of a sudden the thing pops back into Kuatoa, and she kind of like, she thinks, and she kind of bites her nail. I could teach you some spells, some magic. But no, you don't know. You don't know Zavion. You don't know what he's capable of.
No.
You don't know who he is. You just met him on the side of the road.
But he helped
Oh,
us.
chances. We burnt a bridge together. We're pretty much soulmates now.
She kind of winces at that. She kind of like hisses and kind of spits.
Okay, that was a joke. Chill out, lady.
Are you? Is it okay?
No,
Can I ask? Is like, sorry, I know. Do you two have like? I know I was joking about the whole dating thing, but are you two like connected in some way? Is it okay if I ask that?
Give me a persuasion check.
Me and Rail just sweating on that boat. The whole thing's
13,
happening.
15.
He's just deadpan.
15.
She she smiles and she kind of stroke, like the vines come away from Zavion's head and he's unconscious, and she strokes his head. Sent him many the requests. I've opened my heart to him and he refuses me again and again. He does not know his lineage, but with me and him together, we could be great. But going back to souls and my millions, you've managed to cure 2 very valuable individuals.
Oh shit, our frogs.
Yeah.
How about you give me one of your frogs for Zavion?
It's not my decision. These two have kind of ownership of them at this point. I don't really know.
I know how that feels. They're beautiful creatures.
They are.
I wouldn't mind having one again. In my own possession.
It's up to you, Wisteria and Oscar.
Rock, paper, scissors.
How do you rock, paper, scissors over Discord?
No.
Yes.
You could try roll for it if you get
Shall we
less.
roll the dice?
Yeah.
Are we giving one of our frogs? Okay.
Bubbles
I don't
or
want to give my frog a chance.
bubbles or sprouts.
She's grimacing.
You cannot give us pets and take it away in the same hour. This is just cruel. Oh my god.
Get rid of Zavion too.
Yeah, I
So
know, really.
hold on. So just let me get this clear. If we get you one of the froggies, will you give us back Xavier?
Yes.
Is he allowed to go with us to our dimension?
Soul
If he
included.
desires. Yes.
Snazzy.
If he desires.
Rose,
Unless he wants to stay here with me.
look up at Lilith and can I do an insight check to see if she's telling the truth, not duping us?
Yeah, I have this feeling.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize. I was like, yeah, she's totally telling the truth. She's not.
Everything people say is true.
These signs don't play fair.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
keep
tell the
trying.
floor. It's like, oh, my dice fell on the floor.
Wait, so technically she's like a goddess.
It's, yeah.
Yeah,
We
give me a religion
can-
check.
A
Me?
religion check.
No, who?
It was you, Maggie, was it asking?
If
She's
she's
a
Yeah.
goddess.
Yeah.
give me-
Okay, so it's me. 8.
Yeah,
I don't know
at
really.
first you know she's a goddess. She's the one who rules over the veil.
Yeah. We could do like a pinky promise.
So what did you get, Rail, on your roll?
18.
18?
Yeah.
She seems to be really enjoying this whole situation. She seems very comfortable. She's looking at Zavion and kind of smiling to herself. She seems to be very pleased to have him in her possession right now. And she's already lowering him down into the ground. She seems very confident in handing him back over for a frog. It seems to be like a game for her.
Okay.
And they are just kind of like,
There's still something she knows that you don't know. You can definitely tell there's something else here that she's aware.
I would just be like, just plain staring at her, like.
Can we can we
Just
can I
scary.
roll a perception check just to see what is around us? Is there
Absolutely.
any other people that wants to attack us
Into
or
the eyes.
something? Can I?
Give me a perception check. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Perception. I cannot. 22.
32. You're noticing very subtly the vines are starting to retract back off the island. Just below the water, you can see they're now revealing this whole pillar is now completely made of green grass. These vines are coming away, bringing it back to its original state. But other than that, there are no signs of life other than everyone around you right now.
I have an idea. What if? Okay, this is like it's a whisper time. Can we like gather and whisper all together, please? And just 1 second, Madam Lady.
She's just terrified anyway to herself.
Guys, we can try and talk to her as much as we can until it's night, because she doesn't have any power overnight.
It's like 12 though. You want us to talk to her for 12 hours?
It's about 8 in the morning.
We have more than 12 hours? I don't have that kind of conversations
Does
yet.
anyone have any sleeping spells?
When
Let's
she
put her
go
to
to
sleep.
Yeah, but if we engage in contact, we're fighting against a deity.
At level 1. You want to keep her until like level 10 at the very
Okay.
When did she
Not
go to
want to
sleep?
piss her off.
Hold on. Do we have spells that change the time during the day?
Each time itself.
Wait. No, wait. Do I?
Please don't tell me you actually have a time-changing spell.
Not exactly.
Oh
What
lord.
is that? Just don't do anything. Just consult first, please.
I'm just reading. I'm seeing what could work.
Okay.
Either way, how do we get those frogs down into the portal?
Otherwise, okay, I have an idea. What if? Okay, this is not
Hold on, I'm
fighting.
reading.
What if we try to charm her and entertain her? Like Quill can play something, or just until it's late.
I don't have that many songs in my set. I was actually thinking, I'm still confused about the...
Wait. Okay, I've got. Sorry, Kat.
No,
I've got
you
a little plan. I don't know if it would work though.
Tell us the
So,
plan before you do
I
it.
have minor illusion, and it lets me create an image. It says an object. I don't know if that could work, but could I perhaps create an image of the moon and try to convince her that it's nighttime?
She's not Lupin!
Oh no! Let's create an illusion of the frog and let's hand her the illusion of the frog.
She's a deity.
Up close. Wait. Let me read it.
This is the beta
The funny thing is, we're talking about all this stuff, and she's like 10 foot tall. She can hear us, most likely.
She's right there, kind of smiling to herself.
She's right there, like, look at these tiny
She's
people.
now rolling Zavion like
physical interaction with the image. Okay, so the thing is, she can't touch it, or else it will reveal itself as an illusion.
Rael's gonna just stand up in the boat.
Mhm.
Or kind of like locking eye contact with her, just complete deadpan. And just
catches her attention. She's been chuckling to herself the whole time. You kind of like just mumbling to Zavion, who's completely unconscious, and then her eyes just dart to yours.
They're in love, I hate to break it. I don't wanna.
He's gonna ask something along the lines of, he would just be like, big woman,
Yes, thank you.
welcome. Is there anything on par with a soul that we could trade that is not a soul
And the frog.
and a frog?
Just says it quietly, and the frog.
Have you any suggestion? I mean, right now, I really, really want this man.
He's a
But if I can't have him, I am willing to subsidize for a toad so far. But if you have something better than a toad with a soul of
I
this
feel like
very special individual.
at this point, if we trade for the toad, and you yourself, very fine lady, are a deity, you're going to eventually get Xavion anyway.
That's true. I am.
So, at the moment, we're just holding on to him for you, even if we take him.
Mm.
So we could just leave him and go on our merry way.
She wants to kill him? Does she want to kill him?
She just wants his soul. Never said about anything about killing. That's their business.
Well,
That's their
how
way
do
of
you
doing it.
take the soul without killing? That's the question.
It's a bit. I would assume it's a bit like putting it in a little jar, have it on your
Well,
shelf.
she didn't state any jars.
I'm just
Any
assuming,
Any
man.
jars.
What's the point in going to such length, asking a whole bunch of strangers for a frog, just to kill a man after?
But the
It's
frog
ob-
was
it would
hers.
make
She's
more sense
literally
just to-
play with us.
Just to have him
Right.
as a toy. It's a very good toy. Understandable.
It is a very good schooling.
You guys
looking over my spells.
prefer
I'm
giving
trying to
a
see
toad
what
or someone's soul?
Yeah. So really,
Yeah.
I'm okay with whatever you guys want to do. But at this point, it's either we hold on to Xavion, understand what's going on, trade him for a toad, or we just leave him and have the death of a man on our hands.
Because to be honest, we're in a bit of a checkmate.
Okay.
I don't play chess, so I kind of get what you mean.
Basically, we have no moves.
Yeah, Oscar, Wisteria, either trade your toads or
Okay. Okay, I know what to do.
please don't start a fight with the god.
She kind of leans very, very close, and she kind of shuffles right over to where you guys all are, her head kind of looming right over all of you.
Okay. I'm gonna fly right next to her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Look
no.
up to
I'm
her,
scared. I'm scared.
and I'm gonna say, okay, you can have bubbles.
We could roll for it, Marisa. I mean, Wisteria.
She looks at you and kind of doesn't break eye contact at all. And she kind of gives you a sniff.
What's
I
with
did
everyone
take a shower,
sniffing?
but it's been a bit.
And she just says, "Here. Interesting. Yes, okay, I'll take your bubbles." And she kind of flicks Xavion onto the boat, and the boat just kind of tips to the side and shakes and wobbles back and forth.
Oh.
Good
And
pair of bubbles.
she catches Bubbles in her hands.
I'm going to cry.
And she kind of gives it a little squeak, like a little squeeze, and it kind of squeezes its eyes, kind of pop out of its head a little bit, and she's like, and then she opens a locket in her chest, on her chest, and she flicks it open, and this essence, this kind of spiritual version of Bubbles, is pulled from their body and then sucked into the locket itself, and the locket.
Told you, Jaws. Jaws involved.
And Bubbles then kind of she just drops Bubbles very lifelessly onto the floor.
Death was also not something I thought would happen, but I told you there was a jar.
I'm just gonna stop crying. I'm already
I'm
crying.
sorry.
Oh my God.
We already have a dead pet on our hands.
Our frog. I am so
And then Lilith, the vines kind of retract from her body, and she just disappears into fireflies, which then disperse.
Thanks,
And you're left
lady.
now on green.
Body of
Yeah.
bubbles still there.
Can you give me a medicine check?
Okay.
I'm going to hug Wisteria
I got 11.
and be like, we can share a frog now.
You can
I
co-parent
got
it.
11.
He's very, very still, and just doesn't move at all. And you touch the frog, and it's very cold to touch.
Could I perhaps cast Spur of the Dying and see if he really is dead, or if I
Yeah.
can
So as you
fight
put your
him?
hands on the creature, this golden light kind of trickles from your fingertips into covering the whole body, and you notice as you're this close, there's a slight breathing coming from the chest of the frog. The frog does good. It starts breathing.
What?
The frog kind of
Frog is
opens its
alive.
eyes, and they're completely glazed over. These eyes, they're kind of completely lifeless.
Zombie
just-
frogs.
It just looks at you and kind of sees a fly going off and just follows, but starts bouncing after this fly. And it kind of just like Nussles here, just starts eating this fly and then kind of starts digging through the ground, looking for worms, and starts slurping up worms from the ground.
Just a frog now, I assume.
No.
What's the other
there-
frog like? Is she okay?
The frog kind of goes over towards the frog and kind of gives it a bit of a nudge, and the frog looks at it, and the sprout is kind of making itself a little smaller, and kind of looks a bit cautious, and Bubbles just kind of stares blankly at Sprout.
The romance is dead.
And kind of Sprout reaches out its hand, and then Bubbles just kind of takes into the water and goes swimming off.
Oh.
And
We
poor
still
Sprout
have
was
one.
incredibly sad. It kind of just sinks down and kind of comes back over and nuzzles into the pair of you.
We lost a husband. I'm gonna cry.
No!
Oh, Jesus, I'm crying over a frog.
It's okay.
We've known
It's
this
okay.
talk for like 10
We
minutes.
still have one. We're all alive, and our friend is alive too. Wait, listen, we have a fish with a party hat. Okay. if we feed him enough, he'll be as big as a frog.
Okay.
Within one session, I got my goal in life and then lost it.
We'll get another frog. It's okay. We'll find
We're
find
good.
more.
We're going to get more
Hold
frogs.
on, I'm sending a picture to the group chat.
She's actually crying.
Oh, Mary's
Wait,
I'm so
wait, I'm gonna send it to Discord so I can make Gabe feel bad. This is what you've done to me.
seeing
You
myself.
took my frog away.
No.
It's okay, Gabe. It happens.
You'll watch Gabe wake up at 3 a.m. tonight. Be like, oh shit, I made Marisa cry. Oh, honey.
During all this time, has Mr. Fish Dude woken up?
He's kind of there, just burps.
Can I snap him awake?
He kind of scrambles looking for his metal thing, and then just when he can't find his like metal tool, he kind of just grabs you by the arm. Is like, "You're coming with me. Come on, it's time to die. Lilith's going to be happy with it, but only if you here."
You kind of missed the whole charade. We already saw Lilith. She likes us more than you.
His eyes drop to his side, and his head just like rapidly looks to the floor, and he looks super sad all of a sudden. Just.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I know you have like a weird worshipy thing.
But you're here. You're on the island, and he kind of like hops off the island and starts kind of scrambling, like looking around for vines. He's like, "There were vines here. She was here. She loves me.
Yes, I'm gonna go after him. I'm gonna bonk him on the head with my hand. Not to hurt, just to be like, shut up.
Noodle.
I was just gonna say, like, Rhea would probably look at him and be like, seems like she's not a fan of sushi.
I'm gonna go after him.
Look at it.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Classmates must think I'm
Marisa,
crazy.
are you okay? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still crying, but I'm still here.
Okay.
Oh my
It's
god.
okay. I think my housemates are gonna hate me slightly because I just screamed, "Shut up, you stupid fish!" I just lost my frog.
I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna ask. How long were you in service to the fine lady giant god thing?
Me?
You, Mr. Fish Dude.
Yes.
No one else.
Good question. And he kind of has like 3 fingers on each hand and starts kind of counting. Like 2 fingers. 3,
3,
2,
2?
2,
2 years or 2 months, 2 days, 2
2
hours,
hours, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh.
Okay. What's your
2
name,
weeks.
by the way?
Kerm.
What?
Her name is Kerm. Hello,
Kerm.
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 Like C-U-R-M.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Kerm.
Why did you decide to be in service of lady? Yeah.
And did she give you that beautiful hat?
She did. He pulls it off and it kind of flops to the side. And he kind of wrings it out a bit because it's all wet. He kind of puts it back on his head and it flops again to the side.
Oh my god. I'm gonna sort of park up the boat closer to the shore and often start like kind of tapping Vivian's face and pick him up
Oh,
a
yeah.
bit.
kind
Oh,
of
true.
eventually comes to. And he kind of blinks a few times, looking up at you. What happened?
Big, fine lady spoke to you.
Hentai
Uh,
you.
Yeah.
It didn't go quite as I planned.
You had a plan?
Something about souls. How's your soul? She wanted our souls.
And then she took a frog instead, so I don't know what that says about us.
She took the frog.
She took Bubbles.
Oh dear. And he kind of stands up and kind of goes over to Wisteria, and he kind of takes her hand. He's like, "I'm terribly sorry. Wait, where's the frog now?"
He ran away, but it's okay. You're worth it.
I didn't know about that, lad.
Please
Friend
don't
is a
make
friend.
her sadder. Just say yes.
Right. Here. Look, Will. He kind of starts pacing back and forth. I thought I'd have a bit of a say in that conversation with her. Lilith, she's been causing a lot of trouble here recently. And it's my job to set things right in the Vale. I'm what's known as a watcher of the Vale. I keep the balance, I keep peace. And I was hoping to maybe chat to this individual, but I think she's a bit more powerful than I anticipated. And
She said
I
that
also
you yourself are powerful, that you just don't know it yet.
I know I'm powerful. I'm very powerful. I've been studying magic for about 700 years, class.
Oh my god.
I thought I knew enough to handle her, but she got the best of me there. Definitely won't be happening again. I promise.
She's pretty fast-tracked, that's for sure.
She seems to have a thing for you. Is there a thing that we should be worried about? Is she gonna...
Don't worry about it. She sends me a lot of letters. But I don't want to get caught up in all of that Feylord politics. I don't know why she's attracted to me. Usually Feylords are only attracted to the other Fey, but she's a strange one, that one. I've been getting love letters from her
Ooh.
since I was about 80 years old, and they haven't stopped coming. And I figured, after about 700 years or so, I should probably put my foot down and say something.
She seemed a
And
bit
Mr. Matt-
upset that you weren't reciprocating feelings. A
I
little
know.
bit upset. She was gonna take your soul, so I don't know. Maybe it's a bit upset.
It probably has been festering there for quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is my fault. I shouldn't have dragged you into this. I was hoping I could be more helpful than a nuisance. That's usually what I try to do anyway.
Sorry, I have a pencil in my mouth. It's okay. If you weren't here, you would be dead or frogged.
Maybe it'll be for the best. If I can't even defend a few of you kids, then how am I meant to do the rest of my job properly?
Well, maybe
I
just
guess I can begin.
take steps to fight Lilith instead of... Maybe you just got a bit more training to do. Attack.
Possibly. I'd say you're right. Definitely need to work on myself a little more.
It's always good to work on yourself. Good idea.
Aye. Soon as you stop, you start getting old.
Can tell you something about being old. Huh.
Kind of just snorts at that. So, you're off now. You're heading back to wherever you came from, and continue on your way. I have to say I appreciate the company and the assistance along the way, and thank you for that.
Would you want to come with us?
And he kind of thinks for a second, and he kind of starts walking off in the distance. And you see him kind of bring his fingertips to his head, and he starts chatting to something or someone. It doesn't look like he's talking to anyone. He's like, I know. Cover me for a few weeks. I'll make sure these people get back safely, and then I'll be back. I know. Right? No, listen.
He has a
Okay.
Bluetooth in his ear, but it's invisible.
Thank you. And he kind of turns around back to you guys and he's like, all right, yeah, I'll come with you. You bit of a laugh.
That's amazing.
I just make sure you all get home safely, please. That's the least I could do.
Have you ever been where we come from?
I don't know where you're all from. Who are you all? What are your names? I don't think we've been properly introduced.
Oh yeah, we just know
Samuel.
these two sunshine children over there.
Well, my name is Oscar. Really nice to meet you.
Pleasure, Furbolg, the Sunshine Furbolg. Pleasure to meet you. And yourself, the pretty one with the feathered wings.
Oh my god, she's dead. She's still crying?
Marissa.
Marissa!
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Please
I
let
was
me
blaming nose.
introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mysterious Poons.
Spoons!
You?
Spoons!
He kind of takes your hand for a moment. He's like, wait, let me try something here. And he takes your hand and he says, all right, I want you to focus for a minute on the friend you just lost. And he gets you to close your eyes, and he closes his. As he holds your hand, you then start to feel this kind of warm sensation fill your hands. And this very small version, a normal size version of Bubbles appears in your hand.
It's a frog-sized Bubbles.
And he teaches you in that moment, as he kind of passes his energy to you, he teaches you the spell, Find Familiar.
You get the frog!
And this little Bubbles appears in your hands, kind of looking up at you. And just gives this big smile with his needle like teeth.
Show him to Sprout. Sprout, look!
I'm gonna walk up to Sprout and I'm gonna be like, oh look, it's Bubbles. It's
Oh
Bubbles
my God.
Junior.
Tiny. He's so
Wait,
small.
so I know the spell Find Familiar.
Oh no, it's just some Final Fantasy characters. Then Sprout looks down at Bubbles and kind of just gives it this very tender lick with his tongue, very gently, kind of licks up the side of this toad's face, and the toad kind of just hops up onto Bubbles' head, and his two eyes kind of look at Bubbles on its forehead, and Bubbles gives two pats with its hand, just on top of his head, and Bubbles just gives this massive grin. I know Sprout gives this massive grin, and his tongue starts flopping all over the place. Sort of bouncing all over Sprout's body, and then hops back into your hands. Sorry.
I know Find a Familiar now.
You have the spell Find Familiar.
What do we say, Wisteria, when someone gives you something nice?
No, there's no need to thank me, jeez. It's the least I could do, lass. If we get you all back, if we have enough time, I can teach you a few more spells along the way.
I would love that. Thank you.
Good. No problem. Best thing about this one as well, if it sods off, it'll come right back.
Oh my
Just-
god.
Hops off, jumps off to its pocket dimension, and you can call it whenever you like.
A frog at heart.
Familiar. Adding that to Mysteria.
And
You
look
can
for,
sleep peacefully, Gabe.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, but Marissa crying.
And it's a very scene. Don't worry about that. I made sure of it.
Here, I'm forever in your debt.
No. We'll call it even. Just about. I'll teach you a few more spells and leave it at that. And get you all back home safely.
I would love that.
Excellent. Right. Can you all swim?
think so.
Unless you don't want to be able to swim.
A bit too late. We did fall in the water. We did
Yeah,
jump
we
off a
already
cliff.
dived.
So, where to first? We go on the Jotunheim.
Wait, quick question. Is this the same spell that Caleb had?
Yes.
It's what
So
he
I
uses.
can transform it into something else?
Yep.
Yep.
Turned into a frog
So-
herself.
Merry Christmas.
To do that as well, like Caleb, you'd need to find incense and candles and stuff worth about 10 gold pieces. And if you can do that, then you can change its form.
Oh, sick.
It's the expensive kind of shit, so you can't just find any old incense and stuff.
Stick with the
I'm
frog
reading
now.
that. Yeah, I like the frog. It's literally my life's goal.
He's quite hefty. Toad. This guy's quite a big frog. He's about like, I don't know. What do you think? Trying to get the size of a small football, maybe.
That's a big boy.
Oh,
Like, let me think.
I bet.
Trying to think.
Oh, Bubbles Jr.
The gym.
We call it
Wait,
bubble.
could I... So, because I've got... I just need to ask, because with my giant frog, Sir Bubbles,
Yeah.
he had 39 hit points and 11 armor. What's with the familiar? How does that work?
You would have to
Okay.
roll for that, wouldn't you?
So, yeah, we'll get you to roll for its health. So if you roll me a 12-sided dice, and we'll say that that's its health.
Okay, watch it get 1.
That's okay. Fine, also.
don't say that.
11.
What was that?
How much?
10?
11!
11. Sweet.
Higher
So 11
than
health.
Riel
Very
and
tough
me.
rock.
As
Like,
much as
more health-
we do.
More healthy, yes, exactly. It's just this like real thick, rubbery frog. It's like one of those things that you keep squishing it, and it just keeps retaining itself. It's like shape, kind of bounces back into shape.
You can sleep on him.
He doesn't have armor, right?
I'm gonna say he's got 8 armor.
8 armor.
And has a movement speed of 20. We'll say it's got a movement speed of 10 foot, and then it's got a swimming speed of 20 feet.
Okay, so 10 feet walking, 20 swimming. Okay, great.
Alright.
So when it dies, or do I just
You can
need
bring
to...
him
Guy just moves back into his pocket dimension, and you need to cast a spell again to resummon.
Okay, that's fine. And do I need the 10 gold pieces for
Yeah,
that?
every time.
Okay, fine. Okay, I understand now. Thank you very much.
No
I
problem.
am a weird birth child of Jester and Caleb, apparently.
Brilliant. Alright. And so, with that, Zavian decides where you want to go, and he's going to try to take you guys through the portal to wherever you want to go first.
Oh, Quill and Riel haven't introduced themselves yet.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick.
Okay. I need to as well. I'll be back.
I agree.
Marisa, you have a frog.
You don't understand. I cried so much that I kept... It took a lot out of me to just be there like, yeah, I can't... This isn't gonna work.
I thought that we were going to roll to see like which frog will get sacrificed. I was just like, just like waiting, but you came up to her and be like, okay, you can help. I was like,
I don't want you to give up your frog.
well, thank you. Oh, bless. But, I mean, you have a tiny version now. That's really cute. You like tiny things. I mean, it's not that tiny, but
I
it's
know.
This
tinier.
one like is actually
Like
familiar. The other
Yeah.
one is still kind of wild.
Yeah.
I like it. This bitch can't get away from me now. I'm excited to make friends with it.
Oh, that's so cute. Guys, we've been playing for, almost 5 hours.
No. Can't believe Cat has a weird fish thing with a hat.
Yeah, can I keep him?
Yeah,
Fucking
I think if he
might-
wants to.
it might work the same like the frogs. You might have to like convince him.
I don't think it's the same with like
No,
conscious
'cause he has, like,
characters.
Yeah,
He's
'cause
actually
he's
a-
like-
Like with
Uh,
frogs,
like
it's an animal.
sentient.
He's just a
Mm.
fish person.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it'll work with him. I think you
So-
need like an actual animal.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
cool to have children somewhere.
If
and a
he
wife.
decides to hang out with a deity, I doubt. Doubt he's got much going for him.
Cool.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. So, who's going on first?
Who's introducing themselves first? White person.
Oh yes, sorry.
Lovely.
We got the the furball.
Already, yeah. Mhm.
Tiefling. A real tiefling at that.
Mm.
And yourself at the back. The feebling.
Mm.
What's your name?
I'm Quill.
Quill?
Zoltar.
It's a good name. Strong name.
Thanks. It's my dad's.
Took his name.
Wait, your dad was named Quill?
No, his surname. My mom chose my first name. At least that's what my dad said. So,
Oh my god.
Quill's my name. I took it from my dad. My dad's also
I
named
stole
Quill.
it from him. Now
So
he's
is my
nameless.
granddad.
My mom also named
Quill.
Quill. My uncle, he's called Phyllis. We don't talk about Phyllis.
He's been adopted.
We don't like Phyllis.
Oh my god.
I'm from. Where am I from? I forgot completely where my character's from.
Hyperion now.
I'm from the Vale. I'm from Oracile. There it is.
What, Kyle?
Yeah. At least that's where I was. That's where I was born.
Ah,
I think if
I
I
know
go
the
from
place
there.
well. It's quite a ways off from here, but yeah, it's close enough. A few weeks travel will get you there, no problem.
I don't mind
Can you
wherever
get
I get dropped off. I'm a bard, so I don't really have a place. But
Right.
Oracile is my destination. I need to get there.
Oh, fair enough. I can show you the way, no problem. And yourself?
Rael. Nice to meet you. I'm from
Hi.
Jotunheim.
Jotunheim.
Yeah,
Ah,
Jotunheim.
land of the ghost.
Yeah. Up in the mountains.
Hi, cold
Where I
place.
am. Yeah, but I like it. I like it cold.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear the lawnmower outside or not, and I don't know if that's driving you all crazy.
No, I can't hear it.
No, I can't.
Okay, I just apologize. Right. Pretty fun. It's a good place to start. And the rest of you, are you all from the Vale yourselves?
No.
I'm trying
Russia.
to find the map of the world, but there's so many pictures.
I
Back in.
forgot what place I'm from. I forgot to write it.
I'm from the forest.
I'm from a tiny village. You're probably from. If you're from the forest, you're probably from like Vale as well. Then.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
place
well,
with
yeah.
most.
I haven't. Okay, I found the map. Okay.
Tiny
Oh,
village. I'm trying to get it. Hold on. I'm looking for the map. That's Cass. That's not pictures. That's Maggie.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Why
Which-
did I not write it down?
And next. Who's
Ooh.
setting it out at the moment. Hopefully they.
I don't know, Gabe. If you want to choose where I'm from, I'm up for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll go look at the maps myself.
Ip, dip, dog
Um,
shit.
Yeah, it makes sense if you're from the Vale, I suppose. And you probably wouldn't be from too far from here, actually.
Me? Okay.
So I don't know if that's sending or not. My whole thing is just kind of doing something weird. Looks like it's ending. It's doing this weird kind of like loading, and then the loading bar shrinks back, and then the loading bar loads again, and then it shrinks back. And I've never seen this happen before. I'll save images. Okay. So we can say that you are from. Shoot. Bear with me. So there are 3 or 4. There's quite a few. We can get back to it another time though, if you like, and we can.
Yeah.
Hold
we can
on.
say it
I'll
for
be back in a sec.
Sure.
Can we live?
What was it?
Oh God, I don't know what I did. Oh God. There you go. I'm back.
I'll definitely be from like a smaller village, but I don't know.
I just made one up, by the way.
Put a place with you next time. As
Oh,
well.
you made one up?
Yeah, I made it up, and I just gave
Oh,
it away.
okay. I thought that you were
Oh,
choosing
brilliant.
a place from the
Yeah.
map.
I chose it, and then Gabe just put
Yeah,
it
'cause there's-
somewhere.
There's tons of space. Like it still needs lots of. I've left lots of space open for it to be populated with other villages and things. So if you guys want to make something up as well, let me know and I'll put it in somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
Think. Let me see. Because I'm traveling through the forest, so I'll definitely live somewhere near Strongvine Village. Like somewhere around there, I feel like I would have like there would be a very, very small town there or nearby, something like that, probably a neighborhood town.
Oak
That
Isle.
would
That's
probably
it.
where all the halflings are hiding.
Perfect. Yeah, Stormgirl. So it's right in the border between Olympus and the Vale. Perfect. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Sweet. So actually, you're pretty close to this area. You could have actually. Essentially, you could have dozed off at that tree. You could have actually just been at that tree the whole time.
Cool, fuck home. Yeah, bye guys.
She just never noticed that everything was like the river was talking and the grass was teal. Never noticed it. It just was
Listen,
there.
I'm not that intelligent.
That's totally what
That's
That's
grass
what's in
looks like.
particular.
I
It's a
probably
bit
touched
unusual.
the water and just went, "Clap, it's talking, hi!"
Is it okay if it's a thing that like I prepare for for the next session to have an idea of where I'm from and how it looks like and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's no rush. There's no pressure.
Mysteria, do we know
Thank
where
you.
you're from, or did you not say yet?
Oh, I think you said you're from Orkville, aren't you?
Who? What? Huh?
Did you said where you're from already? I think.
No, me,
but-
yeah, but Marissa's character. Did she say
Oh,
that
right.
this one?
Yeah.
I guess we haven't decided yet.
And I live in a village nearby
Can you
Strongvine.
spell that to me,
Strongvine.
please?
Well, I don't know the name of the village. I'm letting Gabe have a sorry, for some reason I started saying your handle. I'm letting Gabe have creativity with that because I can't come up with a name.
That's perfect. Man. That's
Okay,
no
I'll just
problem.
leave that blank for now.
Right,
I
thanks,
live near Olympus, but by Stormvine Village. I'm the next village over, but I don't really have a home right now. The forest is my...
I just found it. Okay.
Perfect. We'll write that in there. Okay. Great. So, is there anywhere in particular you're heading to first? Anyone want to get back before anyone else?
I'm fine. I was trying to just traveling on my own. I don't mind tagging along.
Alright.
I just need to end up
Fine.
in my birth village. I just need to get there. Have some stuff to do.
Okay. Problem. No rush on that. How about yourself? Ryle or Rail? Ryle?
Yeah, just I'm a paladin from where I'm from, so I need to get back to my squadron.
Right. Well, if there's no objections, then Jotunheim's the next destination.
I've never been there. Sure.
Land of the snow and mountains.
Sounds great
it's,
to me.
it's cold, so that yourself.
If there's
Bye-bye.
like any cities that we can stop on our way there to try and get some.
Yeah, we can get some. Don't worry. There's cities and towns in the mountains. You can easily get stuff there.
Okay.
Clothing or
Sounds
whatever.
great.
You shall be our
It's all
tour
on
guide.
me when we get there. Alright. So,
Oh, I'm bringing the fish along, by the way. He
yeah,
has no
you can
say.
just drag that fish along. He's kind of like, he's kind of really not sure what to do with himself now. He's just so disheartened. And,
I'll just turn to him and be like,
defeated. He's just kind of,
I'm just gonna
What's
turn
that?
to him and be like, yo, do you wanna come along as well?
he just kind of shrugs. It's like acting like a moody child at this stage.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just grab his hand and be like, yeah, you're coming. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I have a fish child now.
Fine. But don't worry, this one's just to keep an eye on you and I will kill you in your sleep.
Sure. I'm taking that stick away though.
Where is my stick?
Actually, where is this stick? Did I chuck it outside?
It's like, when he got picked, it just landed in the water somewhere. It's
Uh,
somewhere lost in the lake.
Whatever. You don't need your stick. You're coming with us. It's fine.
I'll find a way to kill you anyway.
It's
I'll smother
okay.
you with my
Before we leave, can I try and I don't know how to fix my staff. I was thinking if there's still some like
You have that.
ivy or whatever.
You have that piece of wood from the bridge, don't you?
Yes, but I don't know which kind of magic would.
I mean, we can always find a blacksmith.
Yes.
Thing on the
Do you
way.
think that will be possible?
Or if you have,
I
do you have
have
the
a-
spell mending by any chance? Actually, as a
Sorry?
druid, do you have the spell mending?
Not in the ones that I have selected for
Well,
today.
as a druid
but I
as
can,
well, yeah,
I
exactly.
can change them for tomorrow,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that should be fine.
Fix.
Mending. Let me see. Oh, that would be like. Can I change my cantrips as well?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe not actually. But I don't think you can change cantrips, but I might be wrong. It might just be spells.
Donut mending is a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed.
You could always just put some vines or some rope and things like that. You could patch it up, I'd say.
Okay.
We'll
Give
just
me
sellotape
a-
it back together for now. Get some
Give me a
vines.
survival check.
Survival check. Let's go. Okay. 20.
20. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to say you kind of managed to find some rope just at the bottom of the boat. And you managed to just really tightly wind around the staff itself. And we're going to say your staff has 20 HP. So whenever you hit someone and do damage, you also do
Yeah.
damage to the staff.
Okay.
Animal Crossing logic.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much? How much?
20 HP.
20.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how much eating you can deal with the staff before facing them.
Cool, thank you.
Did it lose any health points when it got snapped in half, or is it just at?
Well, yeah, you got 0 then. So basically, if it hits 0 now, it'll go back into 2 parts.
Okay, so maybe don't hit anyone with the stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
For
can.
now.
it'll just use- Yeah, exactly. All right.
Or just have 2 sticks, double whammy.
They act as clubs as well.
Put a little chain in the middle. You got some nunchucks.
Really, really long nose.
I'll see what I can do when we find someone that has an idea of how to fix this.
All right. So do you guys head down into the portal?
Yes. I'm dragging my child along.
I would like to point out that I need to kind of do some stuff because I'm going to work tomorrow, so I need to iron my clothes and stuff. So I don't know how.
in real life.
Just to the end. So this is literally the end of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as you kind of dive down into the cool water and you swim towards the portal, there's a small pull, and all of you guys are pulled through the portal. The toad kind of gets stuck a little bit, and they get sucked through. and all of you kind of suck her after the toad. And you pass through green light, and you find yourself swimming through this green light for quite some time, about like 2-3 minutes. You're just tumbling through this light, and all of a sudden you're back in water, and you find yourself swimming up and out into the open. And the first thing you notice, you're expecting it to be cold as you climb into Jotunheim, but instead, the air is sticky and clammy, and it's really humid. You smell the sound. You hear the sounds of insects all around you, cicadas surrounding you, and you get the whiff of burning, and you start to see fires all around you. And as you gather your bearings, you find yourselves all in this thick, gloopy, muddy, swampy water, and look around to find that you guys are all in jungle.
Oh, this
Insects
is not
flying all
good.
around. People are then screaming, and you see lizard folk stumbling away from the fires that are lighting all around the jungle. Some of them are like missing limbs, they've broken limbs. A lot of them are old people or young children. You're all screaming and crying, and there's a chameleon lizard folk who's kind of got like a flush of red, and she's trying to bring the people through this jungle. And they all manage to run away, and you see this kind of makeshifty, what looks like a tribe of sorts. There's like small tents all around the place, and these people are running from something. And you look around, and just as you kind of wipe the mud out of your eyes and gather your bearings, you see these 2 giant lizards burst through the jungle, and they spot you, and they begin spitting poison in your direction. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Oh,
Shit. Oh my god.
hell yeah!
My home on fire.
That was very emotional.